That's yours. Spin 3-pointers. It's that kind of week.
What's going on here? That's how dominant they played.
Ladies and gentlemen,
do the honors.
We've changed our name to No Rules, Just Sports. Yo, what is going on, mi gente? It's your boy, Coach Saul, man. We back. We got E. We got Matt. We got the whole crew here. We're chilling. It's a nice Tuesday evening. Election day. Tuesday evening. But we ain't talking politics here, man. We ain't about
just
that.
Sports.
We just here for the sports.
Only
baby.
Sports.
We go off the cuff on the sports, not the politics. But how my boys doing, man? How y'all doing?
You know, it's just another busy day at work and get to come home and do something that we love doing on a nice Tuesday evening.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Matt, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? I know, look, and I'm not going to give you that much of a hard time. I know it's been a hard week to be a Matt guy, right? Matt, Cowboys fan.
Oh, definitely.
Yankees fan. How you feeling, brother?
I'm just trying to get over the hump of that. You know what? We'll get into it. Well, we got a lot to cover tonight.
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
This is the first time I've ever seen Matt disappear for like a full 24 hours. Like he didn't say shit.
No, he was gone.
Disappeared.
It was to the point, and you know what? We didn't give him any shit for it. And it was, we knew my boy just needed some time. And we gave it to you, brother. We knew it was like a mutual thing. It's not like me and he talked to each other. It was just like he understood and I understood that Matt just needed a break.
I appreciate that, guys. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Let's kick in. What's up, Courtney? We see you in here already. We appreciate that. Let's kick right in, man. We're gonna go right into NBA news. We got plenty of stuff to cover, and we got a surprise for y'all.
All right now. Oh,
whoa.
Woo!
Magic.
What's good?
Who's this guy over here?
Who is that guy? He said hi.
Oh.
Hey, is this thing on?
No,
this is my boy. This is my boy Damian Russo, man. He is a absolute basketball fiend, man. He's a good baller. He plays on the court. Me and him played together a couple times, and his knowledge for the game is absolutely insane. So I figured if we're doing NBA and stuff like that, why not bring somebody that has better coverage for NBA? So we got Damian here for NBA. Man, you want to introduce yourself, man? Let the people know who you are, what you do. Yeah, man.
Who your pretty little self is.
my name is Damian. It's an honor, guys. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk basketball. So
yeah, definitely, bro.
Absolutely. Man.
What up, Bill? See you waving, brother. How you doing? I know you're happy, but we're gonna get into that. You're Chiefs, brother. Anyways, we're on NBA. That was a sick graphic, by the way. My boy E, killing it with the graphics, dude. E, like, what can we do, man? Like, you're the man, dude. You got it. We're gonna start off with basketball, boys. There's only 2 undefeated teams left in NBA already. In the young start of NBA season, there's only 2 undefeateds. We've played 8 games. We got the Cavs at 8-0. We have the Thunder, the Cavs on the east side, 8-0, and the Thunder at 7-0. Top 3 teams in each division. In each conference is Cavs 8-0, Celtics 7-1, Nets 4-4. Then on the West, you got the Thunder 7-0, Suns 6-1, Warriors 6-1. So, what do you got? What do we got some
Lakers.
news on these. Oh, the Lakers, yeah. We'll get into that. But we got some news on the Cavs, man. This is interesting. Damian, take it away, dude.
Cavs have started this season by tying their franchise record for most consecutive win games to start a season. 8-0. First time since 76-77.
76 in 1977.
And that was even that's even when they had LeBron in the early stage.
I was for sure like when I saw it, I was like, And it's not even a LeBron team? I guess.
Yeah. Sad thing is that I haven't really watched a lot of basketball since that time period. Like right before LeBron went to the Lakers, that's when I stopped really watching.
Interesting. Yeah. Why? Can I ask you why before we get into anything else? Like, is there a certain reason or you just
Honestly, just where I don't have cable. I can't just like throw games on. And there's so many fucking games. And I had kids and I got busy. I mean, but I was telling y'all, but talking about it again, and like I love basketball. So I definitely want to get back into it and get back watching it.
So my question to you is, are you a Cavs fan?
No. One of my best friends was. So I mean, I kept up with them because of that. Honestly, to be 100% with y'all, I was a big Carmelo Anthony fan. So I went to the Nuggets when he went there.
Oh, Nuggets.
And then when he went to the Knicks, I kind of traveled with him. But
there we go.
I mean, I still got love for the Nuggets because I watched him for so long while he was there. But I honestly couldn't tell you who my favorite team is because it's been so many years. I don't really have any loyalty to a team in the NBA. So
that's fair.
Thinking about, you know what? I might just stay on the struggle bus. You know, I stay with the Vikings struggle bus. I might just jump on the Wizards, local team. Might as well fucking struggle a little bit.
He said, "Oh, he said, oh."
The struggle bus, bro.
Those uniforms are hitting.
No, they're trash. No, honestly, like I said, I have a lot.
Dude, if the world is your Apple, my friend, you got to pick a team that has a decent little.
Honestly, you know who I used to get shit for liking before they got big because everybody just assumed I was a bandwagon rider was the Warriors. Only because I love Curry. I'm talking about Curry when he had Monte Ellis. I'm talking about fresh in the league. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like fresh in the league when he had Monte Ellis as his number 2. Like I watched that guy ball when I don't remember if you guys know this or remember it. They had a bad injury-ridden season where they only had like 9 players active, and Curry played damn near the whole game and still came out and hit clutch game winners. Like that made me respect him. So I just started watching him from that point. So I mean, honestly, I like the Warriors, but then I was like, I don't want to be. And they were winning all the time. I was like, fuck this. This is boring.
True.
Curry's in my top 10.
All time. I do like him.
Hey, Damien, who's your team, man?
Weak ass ankles.
Okay.
I want to know what Damien's team is.
Don't judge me.
No judgment on here, bro.
So I'll follow LeBron, but I've said it. Saul's heard me say it. When LeBron retires, I'm immediately becoming a Knicks fan. Immediately.
Yeah,
I respect that.
What makes you want to be a Knicks fan?
From New York. So
there you go. There you go. No judgment, bro. No judgment.
Fair. Okay. You know, it's sometimes you
a little bit.
See, there you
go. You could be a Nets fan or a Celtics fan. No. If you're a Celtics fan, I would disrespect. Then I would judge you hardcore.
I can't be a Celtics fan.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Just can't.
Facts.
All right, let's get into it though. We got some news, man. I'm gonna cover somebody real quick. Just an injury that happened not too long ago, a couple games ago. It was against the Bulls. My boy Paolo Banchero ends up going out with a torn right oblique, bro.
Damn. That's tough. And I mean, he was having such a clear year.
Yes, man. After a huge, massive game, almost triple-double with 50 points. Goes down, man. He is expected to miss anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. If he misses the maximum, which is 6 weeks, that's about 21 games gone, man. And but we'll talk about that a little bit later. The good thing about the NBA, there's 82 games in the season.
But can the Magic survive without him is the question.
I was just
will they dig themselves such a deep hole that he can't bring them back out?
When you're
currently they're not doing the greatest. They're 3-5. They have lost to 2 without him. They're not doing the greatest. I think they can maintain and at least just be right there to where when he comes back, he can bring them out of any possibly down games.
Hopefully
because like you're going against teams like, you got like the Bulls, they're struggling themselves. You got the Nets. They're not this crazy. One of the ones that I've seen that's kind of been that's on the lower end. They got 3 wins and 4 losses. Is the Pacers. Yeah. But they can still potentially be a pretty good team. You got the Hawks and then the Pistons. So they can potentially still really not be in bad shape after these 21 games. Now, if you go against the Cavaliers all 21 games, yeah, you're in deep shit. But you're not. It's not happening.
It's because the East is weaker. That's why.
So the East has always been weaker.
That's crazy. It's had some strong years though, but it's definitely way weaker this year.
I mean,
always been the dominant side, man.
The Magic can survive it. They can.
If we go to their 12 games, just real quick. Pacers, Pelicans, Wizards, Hornets, Pacers, 76ers. 76ers are struggling. Suns, Clippers, Lakers, Pistons, Hornets, Bulls. I can see them possibly splitting that pot.
Yeah.
That's not a bad stretch.
No, it gets tough when they start playing those hard West teams, but other than that, no, they shouldn't struggle too bad.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got right there. Listen, I live by Orlando. I've been to Orlando Magic game. It's just kind of my team. I mean, I don't really have like a huge team. I just enjoy going to their games, and they have a really great history. The Orlando Magic, and their colors are dope. So I kind of just root for them. So that's kind of my team. I'll adopt them. Whatever it is,
Tickets ain't too bad either.
Yeah, we talked about that. We want to go to a game. So Damien, he unfortunately lives up in bumfuck. Hopefully, if we make it big, we can get him down there.
There you go.
We can get him down here for some games. But yeah, what up, Rig?
Rig.
So go ahead. What you got, Damien?
So with these Cavs that are way up on the mountain right now, they beat a Bucks team recently. The Bucks have lost 6 straight. Is it time to hit that panic button? Is it time to cast out Giannis, cast him into the trading pool, and where's he going to go?
So, from what I've read, per NBA, Giannis is looking to leave. They're on a 6-game skid. He wants out of the Bucks. They are dead last in the East. They are 1-6, and the 2 teams that he has mentioned to be interested in is the Heat and the Nets. And if he tries hard enough, he could possibly force himself out this year.
The thing is, the Heat are so they're already so bound together. They're gonna have to give up a lot to get Giannis. And I don't know if it's worth it for them to break up their core unit just to get him. Mm-hmm. Whereas the Nets, they could probably afford to lose some pieces if they could even afford to get him. Yeah. So I don't know.
He's not going to be a cheap. No. It's not going to be cheap. I know he's in his 30s, but
he's a 2-time MVP, Finals MVP,
bro. He's still a fucking monster.
Yeah, and we got to remember this isn't NFL. This is NBA. NBA, your career can go a lot longer. I.e., look at LeBron James. The dude's was playing when dinosaurs were around.
Benjamin Button.
I mean, they typically the good thing about the NBA is they can just change the style. They won't be doing them explosive fucking dunks and going crazy. They just start shooting more, hitting mid-range threes. I mean, perfect example was Vince Carter.
Yeah,
he went from being a fucking maniac going in and
slam dunking
to hitting threes. Shit. Yeah. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about the NBA is that they can become role players and then just switch their style up and be able to stay longer. Where football, you can't really do that.
Funny story. Vince Carter went to school down the street here.
Oh, I forgot. He's from Maitland.
He went to Maitland High School.
God, I tell you, there's a lot of athletes that come out of Maitland.
Yeah, he has his own basketball gymnasium there.
They have a statue of him. His jersey's up.
Yeah.
He visits every now and then too.
Yeah, he does. His mom has an office in there for fundraising and stuff like that for around Daytona.
That's dope. So. That's did Tank Dell that went to Maitland too?
Yes, he did.
Cool.
So
just a little side piece speaking of the Magic. You guys know Wendell Carter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So Wendell Carter has a charity where he actually he runs a charity. It's called, or he supports a charity called Flight 34, and they actually partner with the flight academy I work at. For those of you who don't know, I am a pilot. I'm currently a flight instructor, building up time to become an airline pilot. But recently, back in August, his charity did a huge event at my flight academy, and I actually got to meet Wendell Carter. I meant to send you the picture, but I got a selfie with him. I mean, he's the coolest guy ever. And funny enough, he actually wants to start. His dream has always been to become a pilot too, beside basketball.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, it's really cool. So he actually wants to do flight training on the side. I think that's really, really badass.
Yeah, that's badass.
For sure. And
That's cool.
I tell you, he's the nicest guy ever. His mom is also a big part of the organization as well. So yeah, shout out to Wendell. Shout out to Wendell's mom as well. Shout out to the charity. Shout out to the organization. So it's a really cool experience. It's a small world. How they, it's really cool how players get involved in the community like that.
Absolutely.
It's incredible.
So yeah, I'll make sure next episode I'll share that picture that I took with him.
Oh, yeah. When was that?
I was back in August. It was like the last week in August. So school had just started around here. August 29th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was like the week before Labor Day.
Yeah,
So,
Rick's comments. He goes, Florida produces a ton of athletes. Yeah, man.
100%.
They do.
You got Moster. He went to NSB, New Smyrna, and that's
Moster did?
that's literally like 10 minutes from my house. So, yeah, man, we put out a lot of people, man.
Definitely.
It's something. Going back to news, man. I want to talk about a little bit about the Lakers. Damien, you want to kind of?
I feel like as a Laker fan myself, but I don't really identify as a Laker fan because obviously I'm a LeBron fan, so I'll follow the Lakers. I'll keep up with them. I feel like a lot of Laker fans are ready to push the panic button right now. We started off the season 3-0, and then we've kind of split the difference since then. There's no reason to panic at all. Like, the role players are just not doing exactly what they're supposed to. Anthony Davis is on a tear right now. Like, there's no cause for worry right now. And I mean, LeBron is still LeBron. Like, there's not really like a true decline of skill for LeBron. He's still the floor general. He's still the leader of the team. And I like some of the new guys. I like Connect. I think he's great. I think he's a great shooter. I don't see a cause for panic right now.
Yeah, I mean, you got Anthony Davis averaging 32.6 points a game. You got LeBron James averaging 21.9. And then you got Reeves with 17.3. Like, you've got some people playing good game, good ball.
Keeping Davis on the goddamn court, man.
Yeah,
that man is literally, his fucking legs are made out of paper. I don't fucking get it, man. Like, that man, it's been like that since he came in the league, though. It's just when he plays, he's productive, but he just got to stay on the court for a whole season.
It's true. He's got to stay healthy. But I think the Lakers, if they got a true big, like they got a true center, and Anthony Davis didn't have to play up to that position, I feel like he wouldn't get as injured. Like, I feel like he'd have a more consistent, thorough season, and he'd probably be more productive. So, I don't know.
Hey, this man Rig disrespecting the guest. Come on now.
What do you say?
He said, "Sorry, you're a Lakers fan." That's crazy. Come on. Hey, Rig, who's your team, bro?
I'm a Lakers fan because of LeBron. All right, that's it.
Yeah, Rig. Who's your team? Let's hear it.
Oh yeah,
I swear to God, if he says the Rockets, he's getting canceled, bro.
I'm gonna say Courtney is a Lakers fan because she loves Kobe. So
hell yeah,
I respect that.
She just
love Kobe.
So she's here to back you up. She will be in the comments roasting anybody. I promise you.
And roasting me when it gets that time.
All right, he's a Bulls fan.
Bulls.
Okay. Before, put pre MJ.
He said I'm
Even
old.
more respect.
Oh, stop.
The cocaine era before MJ. That's what it was, man.
Was that the Dennis Rodman era? Was that Dennis?
No.
It was
the before. It was just bad. Basketball was in a bad spot, man.
It was.
Basketball was in a bad spot.
It's much better now. I think.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, man. Go ahead. What else you got, Damien? What else you got, brother?
Well, I mean, since we're already talking about the Lakers, we might as well talk about Bronny.
Absolutely.
I was scrolling TikTok a few days ago, and I noticed you guys had posted a video about Bronny, and I thought it was a very good take. I think it was a very good, unbiased, raw, honest take.
It really was.
And I saw you guys getting hate for it, and all I could think is like, why?
I said the same shit.
Because the
most.
We were in our chat like that was the softest take you could take, and everybody was like, "How dare you say that?"
I've heard Saul go in on Bronny so many times.
Yeah.
And that was the nicest he's ever been about Bronny James. I love Bronny. I think he's great. I think he's a great basketball player.
Ooh.
I do not think that he is NBA ready. As a huge LeBron fan, I do not think Bronny James was ready for the NBA.
Do you think he was rushed in?
Here's the thing, man.
Absolutely.
I feel like people will listen.
Rushed in to make history.
I feel like people will tune in, listen to the first second of that clip, and then they assume it's going to be hate. Right, and they're just freaking out about something that all I'm saying is, essentially, in a nutshell, what I said was he's not ready, he shouldn't have came, and he's going to be a great role player. Then I got a guy literally arguing with me that he's going to be a great role player, and I'm like, dude, that's exactly what the fuck I just said. But what are we arguing about here, my guy? Like,
second, so he's more right.
You spelled the role wrong twice, and you corrected yourself and spelled it wrong the second time.
Huh?
You did.
Instead of doing ROLE, you put ROLL, and you corrected yourself, but then you still did it as roll.
I usually do speak to text because I'm usually driving or doing something. Probably only made it into the league because of his dad. Otherwise, he plays 5 years at most college. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, it's exactly what happened. I mean, that's what happens when you have a good dad. I mean, hello.
I wish I could cite the source, but
I'm not mad at that.
As soon as the season started, there was like this story came out about LeBron potentially playing 2 to 3 more years. Wasn't his goal like of staying this long was just so he could play with his son, and now it's like you rush his son into there. His son's like about to be sent to the G League for what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sure.
I feel like
lots of head scratching there for sure.
No, it's literally just
he's going to the G League. I mean, is he already there?
No, he's still on the roster.
Yeah, he'll be there at the end of this road trip or whatever they said. Apparently.
Honestly,
he's gonna go to the G League, dude. I mean, it's like people get so mad about it, and it's just like, dude, I don't know.
Hey, real quick, can you go ahead? Go ahead, Damien.
Well, I was gonna say, somebody commented like, if it wasn't for his dad, yeah, he wouldn't be in the league. We've never seen a player who's like, he's good, but he's not like NBA good. Get minutes like this. And get media attention like this. And it's like, he's a round 2, 55th pick.
Yeah, he wasn't even a first round. He wasn't even a first rounder.
And he's playing for the Lakers. Like one of the most highly touted teams in the NBA history. And he's getting minutes. So.
He is the last pick because there's only 55 picks in the NBA.
Right.
He is the dead last pick. I mean,
can you
I think it's messed up that he's getting playtime and all this stuff over some other people that did better than him during the preseason. Yeah, but guess what? His father is LeBron James. I mean,
he gets whatever the fuck.
Let's be real here, people. Okay, let's be real. That's the pool the man has, and it's not hurting them any. It's not like they're putting him in the middle of the game. They literally put him in the last game they just played for, I think it was 15 seconds. They put him in. They subbed him in for 15 seconds. Like,
hell yeah.
It's not like he's having this crazy production or having a lot of time. So
no,
I guess I can understand why people are mad at it, but at the same time, it's not hurting nobody at this point.
I really hope it becomes something great. That would be awesome. It would be awesome.
We got a Twitch viewer.
But
saying he wouldn't make the league is crazy-ish because of his dad, and he's not fully developed in the college. Okay. It's a good take. Hey, Vibes, we appreciate you hanging out, by the way. Shout out Vibes in the Twitch chat.
I just think you need more time.
I don't agree with you, Vibes. I don't think without his dad he makes it into the NBA as early as he jumped in.
Right.
He needed more time in college. If you stayed his full time and maybe developed and got more time and all now we talk about a different story. But he rushed in. He knew his dad was on a short time. His dad's looking to leave. He's looking to be done with basketball. And took advantage of it. And yeah, he's in the league, man. It is what it is. He's going to go to the G League. He's going to go to where there's guys starving, hungry to want to play. It's not going to be any easier than the NBA. People think that the G League's a joke. It is not.
It's not.
That is a rough and tumbling ass league, bro. Those are guys that are looking to get in.
They're fighting for their spot. So of course I think they probably try harder than the college players trying to make the NBA, because at this point they're almost there. They're just knocking on the door.
True.
That is fair.
Hey, real quick. Can you go back to my boy? By the way, shout out to my boy Sean. Can you go back to? He pulled up that comment again and said he said about college basketball. Said things. Yep, basketball's still in a bad spot. Pro ball is not nearly as fun as college basketball. What's your take on that? Because college basketball, especially come March Madness, it's fun.
It is. I think it's the hunger.
I only really get into it at March Madness, honestly. So I mean, I don't know.
I do not like college basketball.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. I would much rather watch professional basketball because you cannot pick a star in college basketball and see him go through his career. He has one good season going to the NBA. There's no development there. I can't get behind a team. I'm not going to sit here and root for Florida or FSU or Miami because them dudes are gone. They're there one day and the next day, poof, goodbye.
Fair.
I don't like college basketball. That's a hot take.
I prefer pro, but I get it because college players are hungrier. Like they have something to prove, all of them. Like they have to prove that they're even ready to go to the professional level. Whereas once you're already there, now you're just proving that you can win a championship or that you're better than so-and-so, or you're trying to cement yourself. Like you're literally like proving that you are a professional, like to the highest degree, that you can play against the world's best.
Yeah.
And I think it's just about hunger.
So hunger and, being able to step up to the next level.
Yeah, I mean, college basketball isn't terrible. Like you said, they want to get to that next level. They're going to try their best. But it's literally hard for me to choose a team or, if I want to get a jersey of whoever, by the time I buy the jersey and it arrives to my house, the dude's already in the NBA. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Or in the transfer portal.
Yeah.
See, that's another thing that is just so crazy about college. It's just damn transfer portal shit, It's
the same thing with college football.
Yeah.
Now.
Yep.
You know how hard it is as a as a high school head coach or as a high school coach right now to get recruits? It is incredibly tough, man. In order to get recruits to come because of that transfer portal, we've literally talked to college coaches and they've told us that their relationship with high schools have deteriorated because of the fact of the transfer portal, because they can get guys that have college experience and have them go and play with them versus a high school kid that you don't know what you're going to get. So it ruins the sport altogether, both sides, basketball and football.
Well said. Well said. Danielle, how you doing?
What's up, Danielle?
I hope you feel better, by the way, Danielle. Thinking about you.
You're not feeling good? No.
She's just going through some rough patches, but we're here for you, Danielle.
We're here
Appreciate
for
you.
I hope I
Send
can
him
make you
my
laugh. All right, let's get it.
All JJ Redick's Duke jerseys and wants to declare for the drafts after 1 year. Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
you just can't pull that trigger so quick, though. I think a lot of guys just don't understand like the difference between college and pro.
Yeah,
it's major. It is.
No, hey, look, pull up Sean's thing down there. Yeah, transfer portal is crazy for both sports, and it's a huge problem. I mean, honestly, I mean, it is. And then I saw somebody mention something about NIL. This NIL is the best, but even worse thing. Y'all know my take on NIL shit. It's just
here we go.
It's turning college. It's turning college into pro. Okay,
it's true.
Who's gonna pay me more money? Thank you. I'm going.
Yep.
That's it. So isn't that pro? Isn't that pro? Who's gonna pay me more money? Thank you. I'm going. It's no longer I want to go to Ohio State because I want to be an Ohio State Buckeye.
Mm-hmm.
It's now I want to go to Michigan because Michigan's going to pay me $25,000 a month, and they're giving me a Chevy Silverado.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, people didn't think about that.
It's almost like they're taking the pride away.
Exactly. So the purity, I said that. The purity of the game is diminishing because you put money.
Oh, you said the M word. I was like, you better cancel the M word for Rig.
I was just using big schools as an example.
Oh, hey Rig, tell him OH.
You take the purity out of sports when you add money. Now, I've always been a firm believer that you pay these guys, but you pay them a flat rate. Here's $4,000 a month. Your room is paid for. Your food is paid for. You have transportation because colleges have those big colleges have transportation everywhere. Now you just got $4,000 to spend on whatever you want for the month. That's plenty of money. But now we're talking about buku dollars. These dudes are making more money than they would make in their rookie contracts.
And that's why they're not going to leave.
Thanks.
That's going to be the reason why they start staying in college. You know what I mean? Because, like, why would I leave when I'm going to make more? But do you think that that's going to put pressure on the NFL to increase the rookie contracts, which is going to fuck up everything in the salary cap?
Yeah. And then guess what? Now, instead of us going to a game and paying $100 a ticket, which is already ridiculous for the top nosebleed section, now I got to pay $500 to go see one game. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to see basketball's prices. I know we talked about going to Magic game because you can get them tickets for like buy one, get one free.
Really? Can you really?
Probably
on game day. Playing a bad team.
Yeah, true. I don't know, the Hornets.
Yeah.
Sean, I would love for you to take a deep dive and to see how deep those pockets of those teams are. Even the MAC, even SACC. You would think that they have short pockets, but those programs have alums.
Those boosters.
They've got booster clubs, man. Now, of course, it's not going to be no SEC big money, right?
They're giving like stupid money. They're getting stupid money,
but it's gonna be money. It's gonna be they got bread over there. They know they got a pull because they know that the competition now has this, so they're gonna find a way to get that bread, dude. So it's kind of crazy once you start looking at it because it's even hit high school, man. Unfortunately, and there's There's no way around it for us at this point.
Yeah, that's facts, Rig.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's valid.
Okay, but $10,000 to $20,000 per season, which is how many games? That's still a lot of money.
10, 11 games.
You know what I'm saying? That's still a lot of bread, dude. Like, I'm not, and I didn't say millions. I know that it's not a SEC, those big money, but $20K, dog. Some people that live life don't even make that in a year. Now you're talking about in a season, this player's potentially going to make that money. So, but
crazy.
Got a little off topic there.
Yeah, back to the NBA. Hey, it's all good. You know, we're here, we're vibing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're hanging out with us, you're spending your Tuesday evening with us, we appreciate you hanging out here. Make sure you're hitting that like and follow button. Make sure you're subscribing to all of our channels. We are live on tonight on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. We're still working on TikTok. We're still working on little bits and pieces. We appreciate you. Make sure you're interacting, liking the live. We appreciate all the interaction within our community. It's not just about us. It's about you all as well. So we appreciate you guys.
And don't forget the most important button, that share button.
Yes, hit that share button. Make sure you're sharing it out. Make sure you're sharing out the community.
All right, Damien, you got.
I want to say, I know he sent a video, so I definitely want to make sure he gets that because that is crazy. I saw that clip before you sent it, so I'm glad you sent it because that man went off.
Y'all listen. I don't know if y'all like NBA for the people that are in here, but Damien, take it away, Don. Take it away. Let the people know what just happened.
I have not seen a player hit a 360 layup this clean since John Wall. And that's like a reach back because
John Wall, like he's been out of the league how long now? Like at least 6 years.
Not the same guy.
No.
John Morant, two 360 layups in the same game. Mind you, they lost. They did. He did well. His stat line, 25 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds on 45% shooting. He did great. They lost by two points, to the Nets. But the layups, oh my God, that first one is just
for the people that maybe don't watch, so that way you can see what he's talking about. I'm gonna play the clip for y'all real quick.
Morant off the bounce, 360 spin and the finish. He did not do that. 360 spin and a finish for Morant.
Watch this one up, spin cycle, hang, finish on the other side with the left. That is pretty. And look at his eyes immediately back to the rim where he's at, the amount of hang time and ground he covers, or I should say airspace he covers. And this isn't easy against Claxton, who's trying to be vertical on the plays.
Jaren picks it up. Jaren, Morant spins and hits again. Holy cow!
John Morant, you run out of words to describe what he can do. Going for the crank and then spins midair. The smooth finish.
That's crazy.
That's disgusting.
My boy was
disgusting.
In air. Like he was a damn airplane, bro.
Did you notice on the second one, he cocked it back. He was about to dunk it.
Oh, yeah, he improvised.
I
was going to bring that up. You know who that reminds me of? Jordan, man. Jordan was famous for that in-air improv.
It's true.
So he was going to be going to do something, and he would just switch hands and go the opposite way. That second one, because the first one, I think he kind of was, that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
But the second one, he improv mid fucking dunk. I mean, I was impressed by it.
Hey, Riggs' comment said he's the first to admit he pretty much thought that Ja wouldn't have made it because he was too skinny, and he has to admit that he was damn wrong.
I mean, athletic freak, dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he was able to bounce back from his little publicity shit a couple years back. I'm just glad he was able to get his career back going, because sometimes people don't recover from that shit, no matter how good you are.
Yeah, man, you got to take yourself out of that environment and really accept that you have a responsibility and you are a public figure that is, very visible.
Exactly.
And I'm glad that he's choosing to live that the right way.
I want to ask y'all something. I'm curious about something.
Go for it, bro.
Do you think he deserves to be on the Grizzlies, or do you think he deserves to be somewhere else better?
Somewhere more better.
The Grizzlies haven't been terrible, though.
They haven't been terrible. Yeah, I agree with that. They haven't
been like a dominant team, but over the last couple of years, I mean, I might not have been watching, but I still follow like trends, and they haven't been the bottom feeders like they were at one point.
What do you think, Damon?
I think we're still really like, and I could be wrong, and obviously jump in if you feel I'm wrong. I feel like we haven't really defined what Ja really is as a player. Is he a closer? Is he that clutch guy? Or is he just somebody who's a floor general, like a Chris Paul or a LeBron?
True.
There's no definite like description of him. He's super athletic. He's a walking bucket. And yeah, he could do a lot of things, but
he's been fighting injury too, so it's kind of been hard to really give him an identity.
Would he fit somewhere else? I really don't know. Like,
true.
So I think with all this, I think this is a perfect segue in for us to go into your final question here, Damien, about let the people know. Hey guys, in the chat, let us know what you guys think. Who you guys think after Damien gives y'all the question. Put it down in the comments. Let's hear it. Damien, go take it away.
Who is the next face of the NBA? You've had Michael Jordan. You've had your Kobe Bryant. You've had your LeBron James. Who is that next guy? I mean, we have a lot of really highly talented players. Kevin Durant, I mean, maybe, but it's like he's on the other end of the hill now. LeBron kind of took his whole era away from him.
I feel like you can also say the same thing about Steph Curry, but he's kind of the same boat. He's the same boat.
It's that LeBron's time has lasted so long as being like the most popular, famous figure in maybe not the best player on the court at all times, but the most popular, biggest name out there for sure.
So we'll give everybody a chance to think about it, man. Everybody take a second to think about it. I'm gonna go over. Rig put a comment up, but take a second to think about it. Who could possibly be the next potential face for the NBA? I mean, it's not easy. Somebody that's consistent and stuff. And then if you want to pop up for me, Rig's comment. Do y'all have an opinion on someone that you can call a true role model for kids in the NBA and or the NFL right now? Here is my problem with that question, Riggs. I love the question, and I would love to point my kids into somebody. But, man, how bad have we been let down by our celebrities this last few years?
It's true.
To tell my kids to look up to anybody right now is a little scary because, man, for whatever reason, there's some weird stuff going on.
You never know what's going to come out.
You never know. You got actors going crazy. You got celebrities going crazy. You got singers. You got sports mongols. You got people you got freaking YouTubers. Huge scandal. It's crazy.
The one person, I mean, unless I miss something, I don't think that mentality-wise, I would say he's the best role model because I feel like there's better out there as far as champions go, but LeBron has stayed pretty clean the majority of his career.
Oh, yeah.
To be around as long as he has, what has he really done?
Oh, here we go.
I want to agree with you, but I can agree with Saul's point. I could see it in his eyes. That
he made a comment.
Parties.
Yes. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. He made that comment.
I haven't
He's
seen
been
that.
on plenty of screen times with Diddy. So that's
my good nature.
Right. but we don't know. And that's why
I feel like that's a sad thing is like I can't think of a single athlete or anybody that doesn't have a single blemish. You know what I mean? Like you want a role model for your kids to be damn near fucking perfect.
you want a good role model, find a good old lineman on any team. I'm not even trying to be funny. Those guys stay out of the media. They protect their quarterback. You know, when they see a rough play happen to their quarterback, who's the first people to run up and jack that dude up? Lineman. You saw what happened when what's his name was getting his leg twisted, the Chargers guy. And yeah, and you had the lineman come in and jack homie up like a good old lineman. And I know that's not a pretty take, but I mean it's the truth. Those guys, you know, when you look at old linemen, they're there. When you recruit or you try and mold an old lineman, you want to find an old lineman that's a protector, because that's what his job is. He is to protect your quarterback. As far as the NBA, it's very hard. It's very hard. There's a lot of selfish dudes there, man. A lot of selfish dudes there. I wouldn't say Anthony Edwards, and then that would even go into my discussion on who's the next face of the NBA. I wouldn't pick Anthony Edwards. He's kind of have a shitty attitude. Dude has a shitty attitude. Great baller. Shit attitude.
I still think LeBron is a great role model. You know, I can't live on the allegedly, especially when it comes to a person like LeBron James. But Stephen Curry is also a very good role model.
And, you know, I thought about him for the face if he can last longer than LeBron, obviously. Because if you think about it, he changed the game.
He did.
Nobody really cared about the three-point shot as much as they do now until he's literally changing how people develop.
Watch out.
Everybody can shoot. Everybody can shoot now.
Yep.
And that's the crazy part. I think that's why I liked him so much because I've always been a three-point. I love the three-point shot. A fucking perfect three-point shot is, I won't say as mesmerizing as a good slam. Everybody can't deny that. A fucking good dunk is a good dunk. But that up there to me.
Shooting like from damn near the logo.
Yeah.
Consistently. Like
what do y'all? Here we go. Everybody calm down. Jason Tatum.
Shit attitude though. He's another one with a shit attitude.
I don't think.
Little corny.
Not the face.
Little corny. I wouldn't say shit attitude. I think he's just corny, but he's a good player.
Good player.
The kids.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
We did it. We did it.
Yeah, we did it. He's faking like he's doing all the celebrations, holding the trophy like Kobe. Like, dude, come on.
Texting Kobe, even though he passed away. Like,
all right, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
What are you doing?
Here's another one. I got another one. Karl Anthony Towns.
Pretty clean record.
Clean record.
Can't really say
he could be. I think you know what. I think he could be the mayor of Minneapolis.
They call him the Big Bodega now.
Yeah. Giannis. Okay, what about Giannis? Even though he wants out of Milwaukee.
Giannis is in his 30s, bro. He's a big. Unfortunately, the problem with him is he's not going to have a very long career. He's a big. He's in the center. He's fighting. Man. He's always battling, and those games take more toll on him than versus what any forward position would versus what any guard position would. When you're big and you're down there and you're fighting almost all the time and you're slamming that ball, it takes a toll on you. So I like Giannis, but I love his story.
I like Giannis, like his, not even just his game, but the way his mind works. Like to hear him talk, he's had a lot of really good quotes come out, like from his post games and shit. I like the way he thinks about life in the game. I do respect him a lot when it comes to that.
That's fair.
All right. Well,
face of the NBA. Who we got?
I don't know, man.
I would say,
I don't know.
How about a healthy PG?
For a role model?
I mean, he's been in the league for a decent amount of time. I guess he's up there in age.
We got to find a baby. We got to find a baby. We got to find a baby that's in the league that can potentially carry it. Like when LeBron came in, like he was it. After a few years, just like Michael, after a few years, he became the face. Just like Kobe, after a few years, they've all became the face. Like, who's on that 23-ish? I'm starting to really get into my spot. I'm going to now take over and put the NBA on my back. That's who we need to find. And I think we can save that. That's a nice thought. We could put that. We can ask the crowd, man. Ask the people. Ask the community. Yo, who is the next face? Huh?
I'm gonna do it as a poll. That'd be a good poll.
Ooh, that's a good. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, and you can just put, hey, here's the TikTok video. Hey, everybody, who is the next face of the NBA? Comment down below. Let us know who y'all think the next face of the NBA is.
Bronny.
You got me fucked up, bro.
Shit.
Clip that. Clip that. I want to see that.
Be like, yes, I agree. He is our savior.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? He needs to be on here all the time.
Yeah.
He said the key
We
word.
love his takes. He's the only one that knows anything.
Yeah. About time. No, it's a tough question, man. There's a lot of good young talent out there right now.
Facts.
I mean, just to name a few, Ja. And
that's what I was thinking. That's when you said young. We were talking about young. Ja was the first person that popped in my head.
Luka, still young.
Mm-hmm.
Luka, yeah.
Trae Young. There's a lot of really good talent that is.
Trae Young. Does he have a clean record?
Yeah. Can't say anything bad about him.
True. Okay.
I think Ja will be. Huh?
How about LaMelo Ball? No?
That's not bad.
He's not bad. No.
I wish he played for a better team. I wish he played for a better team.
Agreed. I think he would do better on a better team.
I think if you played for like Miami or just somewhere that's not Charlotte,
a bigger market would definitely help him.
100%. Then yes.
I got okay, here's a hot take. Maybe you guys can all agree with me on this one. I can't even say it with a straight face.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
What about Grayson Allen?
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, Saul, you showed me the
him kneeing homeboy in the back of the head. Yeah. Great guy. What a great guy. Goodness gracious.
Oh, it's like the week of like fights, I guess.
Yeah. But I think that's it. That's what we got for the NBA, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a good talk this week.
Yeah. Definitely good talk.
Damien?
How you feel?
I'd like to do this again. No, it was awesome. I'm glad to be able to talk about basketball with people who know.
Yeah, a little bit. We know a little bit.
You know enough.
So second date? We got a second date?
We got a second date?
Second date?
Did we earn it?
Will you marry me? Wait, what? Love at first sight?
I'm not wearing my wedding ring.
I don't care.
Hey man, come on. We're just a podcast here, yo.
Nah, man. Hey, Damien, you're more than welcome to stay on for the rest of the show, man. If you want to leave, you're more than, do what you got to do. But
listen, it's a little past my bedtime, and I think you guys got it from here.
All right, brother. We
appreciate it, my brother. Hey, give it up for Damien, guys.
Thank you guys.
We appreciate you. We appreciate my brother.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hey, we'll see you next time.
What do you got next, man?
Let's hit a little bit of hockey because I want to get to the NFL because this week was still quite interesting. Past my bedtime. Hey, shout out Danielle. We appreciate you hanging out. Hey, and we not just Danielle, not just Damien. We appreciate everyone who's hanging out spend your Tuesday evening with us, your election Tuesday, and your NFL trade deadline Tuesday.
A lot of news go down, man. We got to get there, but
exactly. We're gonna hit it all. We're gonna hit it all tonight. So coming up, we got some. We're gonna talk a quick NHL. We're gonna hit just a couple things on college football. Then we'll get in the NFL. But hey, if you're hanging with us, we appreciate you. Make sure you're hitting that like and follow button. Make sure you're sharing out the live. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. All of our platforms. We're on pretty much everything you can think of: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. Excuse me. We appreciate you. appreciate all the interaction within our community. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Anyways, all right, let's hit a little hockey real quick. Couple weeks into the season. Hey, not going to talk about your Rangers? Hey, well, I'll tell you what. Your Rangers took a pretty good beating to my Ducks last week, so can't argue with that.
And my Florida Panthers are leading right now.
Hey, yeah, the Florida Panthers. I'll tell you what. Coming off their their championship season, 13 games in, they're already 9-3-1 with 19 points overall. So that's a pretty hot start. Tampa Bay is not Riggs. Tampa Bay Lightning isn't too bad. 12 games, they're 7-5 with 14 points. So it's still not terrible.
I want to talk about real quick about the Panthers, man. It wasn't a little one night stig, man. The year before they make it, they don't pull it off. Then last year they pull it off, and this year they're starting off hot, man. They might have something here. They might have properly developed a team here, man. I'm excited for the Panthers, man. Yeah. As a kid, I remember living in South Florida in Coral Springs, man, and we would go to the Panthers game a lot. Great stuff, man.
Absolutely. It's a great event.
Dude, I was clueless as a kid why the rat was getting thrown onto the damn ice. I was slightly petrified at first, but then I realized, the story behind it. But yeah, no, it's interesting.
I'll tell you what, that is a cool arena down there. I went to a game there last January. I'm actually probably going back this season when my hockey team, the Anaheim Ducks, go down there. But it is a cool environment down there. You think that hockey in the South is really weird, but the Florida Panthers really do it. They do it well.
Yeah.
They have a cool arena. Just the environment in there is really cool, and it helps that now they have a championship team. So I think that really helps out. And I don't know if y'all knew this. The last 5, if I'm not mistaken, 5 or 6 Eastern championships have gone to Florida hockey teams. So it's either been the Panthers or the Lightning.
It's just crazy to me to think about hockey in Florida.
It's crazy, right?
Of any place,
out of any places.
Let's have multiple teams,
And it's funny too, because you would be like, oh, that would be the first teams to fail. No, Atlanta had the Thrashers and they disappeared years ago. You know what I'm saying? And you still got the Bolts and the Panthers thriving,
Thriving and surviving.
It's like I say, when you think about hockey, you just think about cold. You know what I mean? Like, you think that it would be up in the middle of nowhere. Like, the places that don't have football would have hockey teams. But
right.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When they redesigned the Florida Panther thing, I was a little hesitant. I was a little worried that it wasn't gonna look that good because I really love the old Panther jumping out at you. This one's not bad. It's cleaner. It's cleaner.
Yeah.
The throwback is still cool, but the new one's really nice too. So I like
Texas. It. Yeah, Rig, you don't like the Dallas Stars? I guess he doesn't like any Dallas franchise, but I don't know. A lot of people ask me, "Oh, you're not a Dallas Stars fan?" No, I don't really like Jamie Benn. I don't really like the Stars overall. So, one team that's really shocked me so far, only a few games into the season, the Colorado Avalanche. 12 games in, they're 5-7, only 10 points. Oh, we don't count South Oklahoma. Okay, Rig. All right, Rig. Colorado Avalanche. They have had a lot of injuries start the season, so any of my hockey people are in here. You can kind of just back me up. 5-7. It's not really a solid start. Utah Hockey Club, still pretty solid start after the drama in the offseason, moving from Arizona. 5-4-3 start. So with 13 points, not too bad. Let's see.
The Winnipeg, man. Winnipeg is killing
I tell you, man, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
They look tough.
They're going to be tough. And you know what's funny is that Winnipeg is the smallest arena in the league. I believe they only have they only seat about 14,000.
Them damn Canadians.
14,000. They sell out every game, and it is pretty much impossible to get a ticket.
Well, yeah, you're going to sell out 14,000 because.
Well, especially for a good hockey team like this, yeah. But yeah, they have a good team, and they're going to be.
They have the capacity to fit 15,321.
Okay, there you go. I was about 1,000 off.
You were damn near right on.
Yeah, so
Hockey plays.
They also play 82, just like the NBA.
Yeah.
82.
Yeah.
So
let's go. Can we go back to the Utah Hockey Club? What the fuck is that?
So
we just basically, got lazy? What is this though?
No.
Football team?
I know, right? So basically, they are the franchise that used to be in Arizona.
Right, I know that.
And yeah. So I think they were kind of rushed into Utah. They couldn't really come up with a good name. I think there was some controversy as to do we go with this name? Do we go with that name? They really just couldn't come to a decision by the time it was time to start marketing everything. So I think for this year they just decided to go with the Utah Hockey Club. Yes,
Sean,
just like Sean said.
Sean are on the same page, bro. We're on the same page, dog. Like, listen, it's almost like soccer here. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta United. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like,
hey, Rick, appreciate you, man. They got a question. Yes. Yeah, and Sean brings a good point. The Delta Center in Salt Lake City is not a hockey arena. It's not built for hockey. It's only built for basketball. So you look at it from I don't know if you could pull up some pictures of the arena, but they're losing a lot of seats when they put the ice in there. But I don't know if it's I'm not an architect or I'm not a arena designer. I don't know if that's something that can be fixed easy, if they're just going to build their own arena. But I thought that was just really crazy that they got thrown into the stadium where you're going to lose a bunch of seats. It's kind of like Barclays Center when the Islanders played there. There was a bunch of seats lost because Barclays Center was not made for hockey.
Just a terrible name. I can't get over the name at this point.
Oh, the Utah Hockey Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you look on the left. You look on the left right there, the left part of the screen. You have a lot of empty space there, and in the back corner as well. All those seats are just taken up. So, I think they were like I was saying, they were just really rushed into Utah. They didn't really have time to think things out. There was a couple places that they were planning to go, but I think Utah was kind of just the top destination for the next hockey team.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Absolutely. So, one last thing in hockey. One player that kind of standing out. He had kind of a rocky start, but is finally starting to look like himself. Is Sidney Crosby on the Penguins. I really despise the Penguins. Yeah, I despise the Penguins. 5-7-1 with 11 points in the season. But Sidney Crosby's finally starting to turn it around. He had really a rocky start. They're kind of in the. I don't want to say they're in kind of like a rebuild mode, but they're kind of just pretty thin in the terms of the talent they have. Not like the Penguins we're used to seeing. So
I want to give a shout out to my boy Sam Reinhart from he's the right wing over there for the
Sam Reinhart.
Reinhart. Yeah, he's 10 goals, man.
10 goals. He's doing great.
He's in like a 4-way tie with other players that all have 10 goals. So he's in great company. 4-way tie.
Kucherov for the Lightning is also at 10.
Yep.
So
two Florida teams.
Two Florida teams
with 2 players with 10 goals, tied for first place with the most goals, man. So
absolutely,
I love it, man. I think I'm really excited. I'm gonna tune in and watch some of these hockey games and watch my boys do their thing. Watch my boys do their thing and hopefully bring another championship back to Florida. I like it.
100%. We love to see it. All right, let's bounce into some college football real quick, and then I want to get to NFL because there's a lot we need to talk about in the NFL today. Yeah. If you missed it today, the first college football playoff rankings were released. Nothing too shocking, but we'll list the top 12 for now. We'll keep it kind of the top 12. I'll kind of go down the list here. No shocker. Oregon is number 1 at 9-0. Ohio State comes in at number 2 with a 7-1 record. Georgia is going to be your number 3 team with a 7-1 record as well.
Where's
Vandy? Vandy is
very far away.
Very far away, but in the AP ranking, they're number 24. So keep that in mind. Miami's number 4. Texas Longhorns is number 5. Penn State is number 6. Tennessee is number 7. Indiana Hoosiers number 8 with undefeated record. BYU 8-0, number 9. And Notre Dame number 10, followed by Alabama at number 11 and Boise State.
Yes.
At number 12. Finally, someone exciting. Not someone, we're used to seeing, but hey, Boise
First
State.
of all, this could be a hot take. BYU fans, come at me. BYU overrated. Boise State, I'm excited to see. Let's see if Gentry can go ahead and do his thing.
Yeah, I agree with you. BYU, I saw them beat the snot out of UCF not this past weekend, the weekend before. I don't know. It's gonna be tough for them to go undefeated. I mean, yeah, they got a good squad, but
they didn't really beat the snot out of UCF. It was 24, sorry.
24, yeah.
Then they played Oklahoma State 38-35. Then they played Arizona. That was a little bit of a beating, 41-19. Then they played a Baylor, an unranked Baylor, 34-28. Oklahoma State was an unranked team, right? Then they beat Kansas State, right? Kansas State was ranked, and they did beat the snot out of them.
Yeah.
But it's Kansas State, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? BYU then beats Wyoming 34-14. BYU then beats SMU 18-15, right? Games that I'm like, what is going on? It's like a little tighter than what it needs to be. So
they're all struggling. I agree, Daniel. I agree.
Not convinced.
I agree with that. Coach, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, which was pretty much the game of the weekend. It was Ohio State, Penn State, Kansas State, Big 12 team. Yeah,
Kansas State is a top Big 12 team. Fantastic. You got the whole SEC. You got all these other divisions. Cool, man. In the Big 12, in the grand scheme of things, it don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Not to be rude, but it don't mean nothing.
Right. By the way, they're number 19 in the playoff rankings right now.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about this Ohio State. That was pretty much the game of the weekend. Ohio State comes out on top, and they take it from Penn State in Happy Valley by a score of 20-13. Just a great game overall. Really low scoring, kind of in the first half. But do you think is Ohio State really, brewing something up to go far here in the playoff?
If Ohio State is playing good ball, they are dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State, Georgia, and Oregon, if they're all playing top tier ball, it's a coin flip, my dude. It's a coin flip at that point. Because those three teams are dangerous. They struggled. Georgia struggled against Florida. But I'm not going to put that against them.
Yeah.
When Georgia's playing Georgia ball.
I mean, they beat Alabama.
We've said that multiple times. When Georgia plays Georgia ball, they dominate. The problem is it's the consistency there.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. And Alabama until the fourth quarter. Yeah, Alabama's just not, they're not this. They don't have that same energy without Saban.
It's a lot.
Yes,
disciplined.
Yes, Alabama did beat Georgia. That's my mistake. I forget that. I meant to correct myself.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's like the problem with that team is very undisciplined, and then that's where you start to find your issues. The Alabama team. You had a whole fiasco happen onto the football field where you got guys talking back. I mean, it was realistically just one guy, but he was like talking back, and it didn't look good.
Right. Indeed. Let's see. Number 1, Oregon went into Michigan, beat the Michigan Wolverines by a score of 38-17. Michigan is just, I think they've completely lost it. Can we all agree on that?
That's Sean with a hot take.
On with the hot take.
Versus Texas in the national.
Ooh. I don't know about I'm not really feeling the Longhorns, if I'm being honest. I would take Tennessee. I would take Tennessee over the Longhorns.
Whoa.
No.
I got.
Just because you
If
like
you're
their
gonna- if
jerseys
you're gonna
don't
give me
mean
one-
shit,
No.
If you're gonna give me one or the other, I'm taking Texas over Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. All right. Well, I guess only time will tell. Hell no. Well, I know damn well it's not gonna be Alabama.
Damn. She said Oregon and
Oregon, Miami. See, here's the thing about Miami.
What's going on with the quarterback though? Is he done?
Cam Ward?
Yeah, he was hurt. Was he not?
I think he looked okay. As far as I know, he's gonna be okay. Miami's on fraud watch. I agree. I think they could be that could be one team in the playoff they could be an easy one and done. I mean, they struggled against a Duke team. What Duke football is not like they weren't terrible. They definitely got outplayed in the first half though. Miami did. But Coach, you want to talk about this? Talk about the Florida Georgia game as well, that happened over the weekend.
Yeah.
Not a very
Georgia
exciting
did not
game.
look good. Georgia did not look good.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it built up to the hype of the Florida Georgia game. I mean, that's a huge rivalry. That is
huge
insane.
rivalry.
It's an insane rivalry, and it built up to the hype that is what you expect it to be. So, but Georgia didn't look too great, especially for a struggling Florida team that has had a struggle with its own identity. This year, look out for Florida in the next coming years. The young running back, the young quarterback, those guys, if they can keep them there, that team might be dangerous. So I'd be cautious with Florida. People want to write them off right away, but they're in a little bit of a build. But I think that it wasn't. I wasn't too convincing. I didn't like what I saw from Georgia.
It was definitely an off week for sure.
Yeah.
You see that guy who got you see a guy who got tased in the stands by the cop?
Oh no! Did you see the cop like fist fighting
the shit out of him? Two cops, two of them, not just one but two.
I mean, that's what happens, man. It's F around and find out, my boy. Like, hello, exactly. You can't swing at the cop first, or however that issue happened. I didn't really watch.
Getting your ass beat. Yeah, we'll look more into that, but
I didn't really watch it. I don't want to get too much into it, but
for sure,
it didn't look good. It didn't look good for the fan. He got himself a shiny new pair of cuffs.
So. Yeah, and probably some jail time.
What do y'all think about them Terps about to beat them Ducks this weekend?
You're funny. You're funny. You're funny. He said, "What do you think about
what
the
about them
Terps?
Terps ready to beat them Ducks this weekend? What's up?
What's the line of that game? 25. They're favored by 25. Yeah, right.
Okay,
I'll be surprised if they keep it within 21.
I'd throw that out there for some laughing factors tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'll be surprised if they hold it within 21. I'll say that.
Wouldn't it be some shit though? Wouldn't it be some shit?
This isn't Kansas State. Losing to a Houston team.
Oh gosh. Hey, last thing on one of the last things that we want to talk about on college football. Shout out to UCF. First of all, I get this nice Space U jersey. We had their
black one.
What'd you say?
You got to get the black one, dude.
Why did you get the black one with the galaxy on?
The new one, yeah, the new one.
Oh, yeah, I mean that's true, but I mean nothing will beat this. This one was fire. This is one from last year.
Stand up and give us a twirl.
Sure. I'll give you a twirl.
Give us that 360, girl. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see that 360.
Dang, Matt's got a dunk.
I heard that. That's crazy. I heard that. Danielle's a huge. She is a UCF alum. Check.
I don't know that black with the galaxy on it. That's just fire though.
It does get better.
And I do want to go to UCF game, man. I've just been with my son in the end of football. Now my schedule is completely cleared. I don't have to go to anymore. Hey, coach, please come to this game. I do want to try and make it to one game, man. I am a fan of UCF.
I have some bad news.
What?
There's only one home game left.
I'm just kidding.
It's the day after. It's Black Friday, so and I know you have Friendsgiving, right?
On Friday though.
So we'll hit it next year. Hey, let's do it next year.
Okay.
Plan it next year for sure.
Yeah.
I'm so down.
Spread my wings and come too.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, we'll get you down here. Or I want to get you down here for the Pro Bowl though.
Yeah, we still want to get you down here for the Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl, definitely. Pro Bowl before anything.
Everybody in our YouTube world, everybody in our Facebook world, everybody in our all the other worlds we got. We are trying to see if first we got to figure out the Pro Bowl, how all that works and how tickets work. See if we can get our boy E down here. We can do like a live cast at one of the events or however that works. We'll figure it out. We'll let y'all know. We'll keep y'all posted. We're trying to maybe get some press passes. I don't know how that works. We gotta start knocking on doors and
I'll start reaching out to some people and see what I can figure out.
Yeah. The thing is, we gotta buy start to like look at tickets like early. I was able to snag a couple good seats last year for like $55 each. I was about 7 rows up from the field.
That's not bad at all.
No, yeah. So it was kind of last minute. The only thing I didn't get was parking. I want to get a parking pass so that way we can tailgate a little bit, even though they like prevent it. But I mean, if we just bring some chairs, we bring a football or not, just toss around. I don't think can't say no to that, right?
I mean, they can, but
yeah, they ain't gonna stop us. So exactly, say kick rocks.
Well,
so
ladies and gentlemen, that'll wrap up college football. Let's get into the NFL. What do you got, E? Throw it up for us.
All right. So, what do y'all want to start with first?
Oh, no little graphic.
Oh, I don't have one for the NFL.
Oh, you have our personal ones though, right?
I don't have them uploaded, but I could upload them real quick.
No, that's cool. It's cool. We good.
That was more. I thought more or less just for our videos, the full videos on YouTube. But I will do that for next show.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I do like them.
We'll go prime time right away.
Yeah, let's start with the primetime games. Let's go back to last Thursday. I'm sad Rig isn't here.
Let's get pissed off, real quick. Let's get pissed off real quick.
Yeah, let's get pissed off real quick.
The damn Texans and the damn Jets.
Oh my God! Who saw the Jets winning that game 2-6, and the Texans were going in 6-2? Who the hell saw that?
I want to say that we all started off like Matt. You got were rocky, but we all started off fucking hot with picks. We have fucking sucked the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, do you have an updated record for the picks?
No, I have to, but I'm pretty sure we're damn near fucking even at this point.
Thank God.
I went from like 19-3 to fucking 19-15. Like that's just crazy.
Oh, yeah. So New York Jets take the win against the Texans, 21-13. I mean, did the Texans suck on the road, or did Rodgers just show something that we don't know?
Well, you had Devontae Adams step up this game.
Okay. Yep.
So they targeted him. 7 receptions, 90 yards, and a tutty. You know what I'm saying?
Finally, by the way, had a touchdown.
Real quick in the chat, anybody in the chat, if you saw, and don't lie to us, let us know if you actually thought that the Jets were going to win this.
If the Jets
deserve it, and I get it. Diggs was out, and it's not like Tank Dell had a bad game. 6 receptions for 126 yards, but no tutty. Pretty much had all of CJ Stroud's yards. CJ Stroud had 191 and Tank Dell had 126.
He also has all of his receivers are hurt. Diggs is out for the year.
I was about to say he
Nico
doesn't have
Collins.
shit for anybody left.
Nope.
It's bad. Like
Nico
Texas went from powerhouse to fucking backups.
I would have liked to hear Riggs' take on this one.
I know. I'm sad that he didn't stick around, but we'll reach out and check on him. But I think Nico should be coming back here in the next couple weeks or so. But I still think that it's still going to be the Texans division. I don't care what anyone says. It's going to be the Texans division.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. It got tougher.
It's getting rough out there in the streets.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess the Colts will be the next contender, right?
I mean, I can see them just getting by because who the Colts have. You know what I'm saying? That's another struggle bus.
Yeah,
hardcore. I mean, that at this point, that whole division is just booty cheeks. I mean, you got
booty.
Texans, Colts, Titans, Jaguars.
Speaking of,
no, thank you.
We were talking about Devontae. Yeah, he did pop off. We have these nice little stats that we like to throw up on the Facebook. That is an exclusive Facebook thing. Like I said, we try to do something a little different on every platform. So if you're on the YouTube side, definitely check out our Facebook. We do a little something different on every platform just to give you all something a little different. But yeah, no, Davante Adams definitely did his thing. They look like the old pairing. But at the end of the day, I thought that they wouldn't have enough.
Yeah.
I thought Texans would just have, but it's just them
I thought defensively the Texans could have handled them because Aaron Rodgers has just struggled so badly against any team, and then even with his Davante Adams and all that stuff. So it was an interesting game. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, move past, fuck it. I don't really want to talk about this game anymore. It just frustrated the hell out of me. It started my week off pretty bad.
Speaking of the Jets,
hey, shout out! Hey, where's my boy Mike? By the way, my boy Mike in the chat. He's a huge Jets fan. He was calling me. He was going crazy on Thursday night. So,
what do y'all think about this? Speaking of Jets news,
yeah, that is see,
so it that confuses me here.
Right.
Are they going rebuild? Are they going win? Why?
I mean, Mike Williams wasn't really doing much.
Hasn't been doing much for all season. I mean, they talked about them potentially trading him before they got Davante Adams.
Yeah,
they were speaking of that during the broadcast. 3 weeks.
I guess it's like a compensation for him to, kind of even out that trade for Davante Adams.
Yeah.
Because they were already talking about potentially getting rid of him because he hasn't produced and they haven't been using him. Then they get a Davante Adams. So what do they really have to lose?
Yeah, what's the purpose of having him anyways?
Right.
Because they still have Garrett Wilson. They have Alan Lazard. They have is it Collins, that other guy? They have Conklin, their tight end, who he had a decent game.
Yeah, he came from the Vikings. I was kind of upset when we lost him. He was one of them guys that was a nobody that just he got his shot and he just fucking took it and he just did his thing, and then he was behind Kyle Rudolph. He didn't want to be a backup, so he left, spread his wings, and I wasn't mad. I was happy to see him go somewhere he could start.
Right,
good for
definitely. So, and I think the Steelers need another receiver. George Pickens won't be able to carry that whole team. Same with Freiermuth. So,
do I think that Mike Williams is going to be the answer? No,
definitely not.
They give them someone new to throw the ball to.
It's better than Jonathan. It's better than fucking Jonathan Mingo.
Yeah. I don't know what y'all were thinking there.
You want to get in? Can I just get this over with, please?
You want to just go to it?
Yeah, just get it. I want to get it out.
You want me to go first, and then you take your part on it? I mean,
yes,
it's not gonna be harsh. All right.
No, yes, go
all
ahead.
Right. So Falcons, Cowboys, man. Falcons, Cowboys game comes down. It was closer than what it was really put out to be. The Cowboys come in, score.
It was close at first.
It was close at first, yeah, I agree. But then towards the end, it was just kind of like the Falcons were just winning, and there was no answer. You got. I'm not going to talk about the Cowboys. I'm going to let Matty do that. But I just want to give a shout out to Kirk Cousins, man. Another good game. 19 for 24, 222 yards, 3 touchdowns. Mooney, he is getting more and more action on that field.
He has looked great.
That's what happens when you have a quarterback that can throw the ball.
And
you have a good offense with good offensive plays.
You have to understand that I saw him a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously from where he came from. And I never thought he was bad. So to see him go somewhere and be able to do what he's doing, I mean, he had a clear walk-in touchdown, and that was based off of what he did.
Yeah.
His moves got him to that spot.
Yeah,
that was a beautiful touchdown.
5 receptions for 88 yards, 1 touchdown. Man, he popped off. Robinson, he had 19 rushes, 19 attempts for 86 yards, and then he had 7 receptions for 59 yards. Like, he was an all-around tool there. We just looked good, man. The defense, 3 sacks. We sacked the quarterback 3 times. Kept CeeDee Lamb locked up, dude. We took him out of the picture. You take CeeDee Lamb out of the picture, the Dallas Cowboys are in trouble. The Dallas Cowboys are in trouble. And that's just my quick take on it. I don't want to go too hard. I know it's my boys' team. It was a great game, man. It was a great game. It should have been y'all's bounce back game, but my boys came in and played a little bit harder. We rose up to the occasion. Hey, rise up. Falcons fans, I loved it. We played great ball. We've had what I hate about my team is we've had an up game, then we'll have a medium game, we'll have an up game, and then we'll have a down game. If our consistency can stay consistent, God dang, we're good. Rise up, baby. I made that graphic, by the way.
It's beautiful.
It's fire.
Yeah, I mean, I love that saying, rise up. Man. You can just add fire to it, and then like a phoenix rising, a hawk rising player. That's cool. So,
oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that, Coach. I'm gonna be going to see the Falcons. Commanders and Falcons game.
How much y'all drop on the tickets?
Oh, that's awesome.
Tickets.
That's awesome. Hey, don't be too harsh.
That's a good game. That's a good game to watch.
And all honesty, though, here's my thing. I was going to say, I'll let you take it because, like I said, this is your guys' segment. Bijan looks like he should be now. He looked good. I even rewatched the highlights today just to kind of refresh my memory. And the runs that he had, they looked good. They looked like he was supposed to look like.
He's like an arcade, dog. He's like an arcade, bro. Those cuts that he makes. When he's making people like just lose their face on the floor, God, dude, just
when he's on, bro.
Yeah. All right, man. What do you got, brother?
I want to start with the Falcons. The Falcons deserved it. They 100% deserve that game. They 100% deserve that game. I know it was closer than people actually thought it was, but I mean, you said it perfectly. Kirk Cousins went 19 for 24, 222 yards, 3 touchdowns. Looked like a stud out there. Bijan Robinson, 86 yards. Looked great. Those cuts he was making, excellent. Overall for the Falcons, this was a much needed win because with Tampa Bay losing yesterday, we'll get into that in a little bit. It just really gave them the spark that they needed.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think this is really what the Falcons needed going forward, because I mean they have a pretty decent schedule coming up, but I mean I think they're 2 games ahead of first right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the Falcons, if they can play consistent, they're gonna have that division on lock.
I mean, they got the division on lock. I mean,
the problem is, like you said, Coach, is just that it's like one game they look like they look like superstars, and the next game they look like fucking JV teams. Like you gotta find that.
At this point with my Falcons, we beat Tampa Bay twice.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That was your main threat.
Exactly. We beat Tampa Bay twice, and that right there, like exactly what you said. That was our main threat. We've beaten Tampa Bay twice. We've beaten the Panthers and we've beaten the Saints. It's our division. We could probably, I wouldn't say lose out, but we can lose and we're still making the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way
definitely a playoff caliber
the
team.
Panthers are going to do anything.
Y'all are definitely a playoff caliber team.
Yeah. And how far we make it all depends on Kirk.
Kirk O'Chains, baby.
Yep. Yeah, he was a stud on Sunday. My Dallas Cowboys. That was really hard to say. I don't even know if they're my Dallas Cowboys anymore. It's just so it's just so heartbreaking to watch this team, man. It was so hard to watch on Sunday. Where to even start? Let's start before the game. Zeke Elliott doesn't make the trip because he's been having locker room personal issues. He's been, creating disturbance in the locker room. That's embarrassing as a player who he's played for that team for 6-7 years, and I mean I understand that there's probably something going on off the field with him, but you gotta be able to retain that, man. It's just really sad that he wasn't able to retain it. I heard he was missing a lot of meetings, but they came to the determination that it wasn't fit for him to travel. Not that it made a difference in this game. It really didn't, but it's just the outlook of this team.
I've always had problems with him. I didn't like him when he first joined. He was a pig, arrogant. I remember there was a lot of issues with him coming into the league, manipulating some women, doing some really crappy stuff, dude. He's low key, not even low key, kind of a piece of shit. So, not a fan of.
It's coming to the end for him. Yeah. It's coming. If he's not gone this year, he's definitely gone next year. This Cowboys defense is atrocious. They can't stop the run. They're injured. They're injured like crazy right now. You can't even blame the injuries. They have no depth in this defense right now, which is really sad. Micah Parsons is out. Deron Bland's out. DeMarcus Lawrence is out. Eric Kendricks was even struggling on. He didn't even look 100% on Sunday. He's supposed to be their big threat in the middle there. Again, just no depth. There's no depth in this defense, and I think that's really the top thing that Jerry failed at this offseason. Yes, he signed Dak. He signed Dak and CD and gave them their money in the offseason, but he wasn't able to get depth. What?
So go to show how well that's working out.
Right, exactly. Diggs got cooked out by Drake London. That was a great Drake London catch in the end zone.
Beautiful red zone.
It was. No, it was beautiful, and it sucks that he got hurt.
Perfect.
Yes, 100%, and it sucks that he got hurt that play. Is there an update on him? I haven't seen any updates on him.
I did not look up.
If you want to look that up, look that up while I'm going to keep ranting here. Just defense, Mike Zimmer. I'm not sure if it's just not fitting. I'm not sure if this team is if it's just a bad mojo, if it's injuries, whatever it is. Now, Dak Prescott pulls his hamstring in the third quarter. I saw it. It didn't even look that bad, but he was smart enough to pull himself out of the game. That right there is pretty much going to cost us. I knew this season was probably going to be done beforehand, but this is the game. I'm going to say this right here, right now. This was the game that cost us our season. I have no hope. I've pretty much lost all hope for the rest of the season, and I'm going to get into it. I'll get into it. Dak pulling his hamstring. He's going to be out for hamstrings at least a 4 to 6 week injury. It's not going to be enough time to come back and turn this team around. Cooper Rush as your backup. I don't care what they say about what he did back in 2022. He went 5-1. Okay. He's not a good quarterback. He's not a good quarterback.
Do you think y'all were going to put Lance in? Or you think you're
They should. And here's the thing. I don't know why they didn't put yes, I understand that Lance was the emergency third quarterback, but you spent all this draft capital, you give up a second and a third round pick, traded away to the 49ers, and you get Trey Lance, and yet he hasn't done anything.
So I didn't watch y'all's preseason, and I talked to a Cowboys fan. One of my other buddies is a Cowboys fan, and he said, "Dude, Trey Lance looked abysmal in the preseason, like bad, like
he
really
looked bad because he had his shot with San Francisco, then he tore his ACL, and that pretty much kind of just ruined any big thing that he was going to do. But I will say that he's more mobile than Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is not a mobile quarterback. I think Trey Lance brings a kind of more, quick, sneaky ability. And for them to give up all that draft capital for him and for him to just sit there, I don't understand. I really don't understand why he shouldn't be the starter right now.
So
I mean, from what I saw in the preseason, I wouldn't say he looked abysmal. He didn't look like stellar, but I think he looked better than Cooper Rush.
So going in on for Drake London, he's got the hip pointer issue right now.
Hip pointer, okay, yeah.
I'll say yeah. So he's day to day.
Yeah,
I also saw that. I didn't know that.
Jarrett.
Yep, he's day to day
as well.
Cool.
So me personally, our next game, I know it is it's a division game. We're playing the Saints next week, I believe. Yeah, we play the Saints next week, or this week, should I say? Sit them. Don't let him play. Give Grady.
There's no reason to.
And give Drake another week. I think we have enough weapons to handle the Saints. They're in a complete tailspin. I'll get into that. Trust me.
Spiral.
Listen, I got my notes. I got 2 pages worth of notes on this Saints team. But we'll get into that here after Matt finishes his take here. But sit them. Let them sit. We got the Broncos. I think that's a more formidable team that we need both of those guys fully healthy for. All right.
No tough defense.
Yeah. Not for the Ravens, though.
Yeah. Cowboys run offense, non-existent. Dead last in every category in the NFL with their run offense. Piss poor. Jerry had every opportunity to go get another running back, but he fucking didn't. I'll get into more in the draft or the trade deadline in a second.
Yo, got the chef though. You got the chef, baby.
Who? Jeff? Jonathan Mingo?
Dalvin Cook. You got the chef, baby.
Okay, yeah, but he went two rushes for 8 yards. AKA did nothing.
I wanted so bad.
Sean said, "So, you not them boys?"
Sean,
honestly,
I love you, but
honestly, like I talked to a Cowboys fan at the beginning of the season when they got Cook. I wanted everything in my power to see him come back. I love Cook.
I did too.
The jersey I'm wearing is a Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook jersey. Yeah, Dalvin Cook.
I love Cook. He just when he left us, he just lost it. I wanted him to have a bounce back season so bad.
I think this was a year that he could have, but the Cowboys are not utilizing him the way he should be used.
I just don't know if he has that in him anymore. As much as I would love to say, I just don't know if he's got it. I don't think he's got it in him. I just don't.
I love you, dog, but
like, in all honesty, like
Dalvin Cook is cooked.
The meme that I saw where they were like 5 years ago, Zeke and Dalvin on the same team is fucking crazy.
Mind blowing.
Not now.
Not now. CeeDee Lamb tears his shoulder, tears his AC joint, middle game. He refuses to come out. Now that right there had me pissed as fuck. And I'll tell you why. Because that right there is just like disrespect. It's just like just not listening to your body, not listening to your coach, not listening to anything. At that point, the game was over. They weren't going to come back at that point. So you might as well just take yourself out of the game. And the fact that he came out and then came back in in the fourth quarter, bro,
He does catch that was it a touchdown?
No, he missed the touchdown.
What? And then he gets slightly bumped and
Right.
immediately goes to grab his
correct. That right there, I was texting, I don't know who I was texting, but I said one more hit to this guy and it could ruin his season. His season's done. So that really just discouraged me that he decided to just keep pushing through when there was no coming back from that game. By that point, the game was over. There was no need to keep forcing yourself to do that. So he's considered day to day, and I don't know. I mean, I haven't checked that. I guess we'll see what the end of the week brings for him, but that could have been really costly for this team. Coaching, don't even get me started on the coaching. I said it before. I will say it again. Mike McCarthy is on the hot seat. He needs to be gone by the end of the season. He's not the winning coach is going to turn this franchise around. He's had too many opportunities.
Have to wait for the
y'all
end
need
of the
to get rid
season.
of Jerry. That's who y'all need to get rid of.
Can't. He's owner.
He's not going to leave.
I know. That's the sad thing. Like, it's never going to turn around until that man's gone, bro.
Mike McCarthy needs to go.
100%.
He needs to go. I don't care. I'm totally against Mike McCarthy now.
Find somebody that will stand up to Jerry, and Jerry respects to the point where he listens. And I don't think that there's a person out there that's gonna happen.
Here's the thing. I really thought that Dan Quinn was going to be that guy. I mean, you saw Dan Quinn last year and the year before. We had the top 5 defense in the NFL. I think at one point we had the number 1 defense in the NFL. And I really think that he was really the next coach up. And then they let him go, and now look at Washington. It really just it pisses me off. It's hard. It's not even like true to say that, but Mike McCarthy he needs to be gone by the end of the season.
Yep.
With that being said, end of my rant. Cowboys season's done, and it really upsets me that I have to watch this. I have to watch the rest of the season. I really kind of wish that the season ended today.
At least you had that blockbuster trade. Got something to look for.
Jonathan Mingo, are you fucking kidding me? Jonathan Mingo, and you give up a 4th round pick for him? Are you joking?
Crazy.
He's about to pop off, bro.
Like, motherfucker, out of all people, Jonathan Mingo, he's in the last 3 weeks, he's had 1 catch and he's had 1 yard. Come on. I mean, what is this front office doing? What are they doing? Hell, you throw me in pads, I could probably do better than this guy.
Hey, man, I'm glad we.
Drew, how you doing, bro?
We ain't talking no politics here. We talking.
Drew, no politics here,
cuff, man. We off the cuff. We
one more catch / yard than.
Yep. Jonathan Mingo.
Dude, that was weird. I didn't understand it.
Here's the thing. I saw that today. I was about to go on a flight. I opened my phone. I saw that. I had to chill myself out because obviously when you fly a plane, you can't, you have to, be in a different mood. When I got on the ground, I saw that. I read it again. I almost threw my phone across the room.
You almost just went up in the plane again and then threw it out of the air. Oh, man.
So, all in all, Cowboy season's done. Congratulations, Courtney. Your Washington Commanders will probably win the division. Congratulations. Congratulations to all you Cowboy haters. Season's done. Go ahead and celebrate.
Made their team stronger once Marshawn Lattimore gets healthy. That's a good physical cornerback to grab. I like that move a lot by them.
I want to talk here. There's 2 teams that we need to talk about here. There's 2 teams before. I'll go over my my Ravens real quick. Let me go over my Ravens real quick, and then there's definitely 2 teams here that I need to talk about, and it's who's next, baby? Who's next? Who's next on our chopping block, bro? We are playing top tier. Again, that's another graphic your boy made. I'll be making ones for each of our teams whenever we win, at least. Them Jordan 4s, baby. Let's get it. Love them or hate them, man. Lamar Jackson is in the 4th time perfect passer rating.
I saw that stat
Quarterback to do it, man. 4th time. 4th time. Listen, Lamar, and what I love too about him, girl, you can hate all you want. You ain't taking my. We beat the ever, and I'm so happy because I'm on TikTok and stuff, my algorithm, and they got these Broncos people talking about Lamar, look out, they're coming for you. And it's like, who's that? And then so many people, they're like, they haven't played a defense like ours. 41-10, shut the fuck up and sit down, bitch. 41-10. Stop talking. The top defense. Do we have an off game against the Browns? Yes. But what I loved about that game, man, after that interview, hello, first. Thank you. We'll take that too.
I also saw that Lamar's first in passing now too.
Yes. Here's some other stuff to throw at you, man. How can you hate a guy like Lamar Jackson, bro? When they're interviewing him after the game, he doesn't give a shit about the 4th-time perfect passer rating. He said the job's not done. He knows where he struggles, and it's playoff. And I love that about him, man, because he wants to get that over that hump. He gets on a streak in the playoffs, you better be careful. Okay.
Because he knows that's the first thing people are going to say. Oh, he's going to do good in the regular season, then what's he going to do in the post? He already knows that.
And I love that he's not worried about these little stats. Let your fans be worried about them. That's my job. I'm excited for these numbers because I can sit here and talk about it. I love it. He's not worried. He's more worried about the bigger picture than he is about anything else, man. Oh, my God. That was amazing. The friendship bracelet the little girl made him, I saw that video too. That was so I can never hate a guy like that. That's actually somebody, if you talk about somebody I would like one of my kids to like follow him, man. He's got this mentality, man. He's got like that Kobe Mamba mentality, bro. I'm not done. I have something to prove. He gets a Super Bowl ring, he will instantly be in the top 5 quarterbacks. Don't care what you say. You can get on here. You can hate all you want. He'll instantly be in the top 5 in quarterbacks, dog. Nobody is doing it like him. He can run the ball. He can throw the ball. He makes plays happen.
He's a great improv quarterback on top of everything else, too.
Yeah. The good. I mean, Derrick Henry with another 100-yard rushing, sorry. Another 100-yard rushing game. He hit 101 touchdowns in his career.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah. Count them.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
Lamar went 16 for 19, 280 yards, 3 touchdowns. Zay Flowers popped off. 5 receptions, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns. Everyone, if they're all locked in on offense, man, we are very hard to stop. And that's another guy that I really like, Derrick Henry. He no longer celebrates. He knows what he wants. He's made it on a team that he knows can win, and that's all he wants to do. He wants to win that coveted Super Bowl trophy. You got 2 guys like that on your team, that's scary. And it's 2 really good players.
And you got Zay Flowers, all pun intended, blossoming. Finally, you added a new weapon. Bateman, I mean, he's hit or miss, but he's still got when you need him.
Yeah.
And Aguilar has been inconsistent his whole career, but he made a really good play during that game and made people miss. So I mean, there's not a lot to hate about him. I mean, you can hate him if you want, but there's not a lot to hate about the Ravens right now.
Yeah. No, I'm excited when we're all on the same page and looking. Yeah. It's exciting, man. And I'm looking for who's next, man. And that's all I'm worried about at this point is just as long as we can keep this train rolling. As long as we're moving, we don't have the easiest schedule. Next game up, Bengals. After that is the Steelers. Then we kind of got an easier game with the Chargers, and then we go to the Eagles. So out of 4 games, we got one easy one.
Bengals have done what they do every year: start off like ass, and then turn the shit around and start being competitors. They do it every. I don't understand what it is about the beginning of their season, but they do this every year, and then they turn around and start being competitors.
And you know what our biggest problem is? Our secondary, our corners and stuff are hurt. So
that brings up this,
and they have
about this.
Well, yeah.
So how do you feel about it?
We'll see what we can get out of them. I like it. Like I said, we just needed something.
A couple of years ago, that would have been like, wow.
Yeah. But like I said, we just needed something, and that gave us something. I would have liked Lattimore more. I know they were working for him, but maybe numbers just didn't match up. But I don't hate it. I don't love it, but it's something to help us while we're in this transition of our injuries right now.
Speaking of that, how what are your injuries for Wiggins and Humphrey? They played last? I didn't even pay attention to that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No. I don't know.
Let me see.
If you want to pull it up. Let me tell you something, and not for nothing, Denver did drive the ball down a few times, get in the red zone, and it just came up short. They couldn't capitalize. So it's not that we completely dominated them. They did have good drives. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but they just couldn't capitalize. Bo Nix could not stand the test of time of the Ravens. So there's that.
So it did say that Humphreys is going to be expected to play.
That's huge. We need that. We need that against a good Bengals team.
It's going to be a fun game to watch on Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a really good game.
No, yeah, I agree. I agree. He's a good fill-in for right now, and if he does good enough, take a starting spot. But he could potentially just kind of put that Band-Aid on. I love the analogy. It's great.
One of the problems that they're running into is that a lot of young voters don't know how to sign their names. So when they sign their names,
what we got next?
All right, so next up here, man. E, do you want to go with your boys, or do you want me to give you these takes over here?
It's up to you.
Let's hit all of our teams real quick.
All right, go ahead, E. Take your team. I got to use the restroom, by the way. Go ahead.
All right. Obviously, we did come through and win. I will say that I was not excited with how we started.
Yes, that first half was really bad.
That first half was bad. Our offense struggled, and we had Hawkinson back. So I was like, we're about to do something. We have a full offense right now. Granted, we lost Darisaw, but then we brought in Robinson, and he, number-wise, he matches with Darisaw. And I did see an interesting take that somebody says that we need to try to extend Robinson. That way, when Darisaw comes back next season, we could potentially move Robinson down to a guard, and we would have 3 super solid offensive linemen. I like that, and I hope that we find a way to pull that off. But with that being said, first half we looked terrible on offense. Thank God our defense came to play, but our offense did not do shit.
It was just kind of a slugfest in the first half.
KOC had his pep talk. Whatever he said to him at halftime worked, and we looked good. We started playing.
I hate when you call him that.
I mean, that's his name, man.
I know. I just hate
it, man. Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, he had to have said something that turned that offense around, because we came out and we started throwing the ball. We started looking good. But that first half had me worried. After 2 losses back to back, and we were struggling to a Colts team.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you. That
You were mad. You were mad, bro.
It put a little damper.
Yeah.
But like I said, we did come back out. We showed that we still had it, and we pulled through. But it still leaves me a little worried for the rest of the season. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be really looking and really paying attention moving forward because, like I said, we added an additional weapon. We added Hawkinson back, and we couldn't score at first. But I mean, at the end of the day, we still pulled off the win. I was excited about that. Our defense plays solid ball. That hasn't really been an issue for us all year. I mean, shit, we only lost by a couple points to the Lions, and look what they're doing to everybody else right now. So our defense is putting up good numbers. It's just about staying consistent. Our offense needs to be clicking all 4 quarters. That's something that's been worrying me. If you haven't noticed, like multiple SKOL Chant segments, I talk about this. Like, we're not consistent every quarter. We have to find a way to do it first, second, third, and fourth. We'll start off with the first and be great. Second and third, we can fall off. And the fourth, we do good. This week, the first and second, we did bad. Third and fourth, you know what I mean? Like, it's never a complete game. And we can't beat teams like the Lions with not playing a complete game. And it just worries me a little bit. But I am excited still. I think that we still have a lot of potential. And I'm excited to see what we do this coming week. Keep it short and sweet this week.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's a good one, bro. I agree.
I was happy that they came out in the second half.
Yeah.
No, don't sleep on the Colts though. I mean, we talked about it earlier. We were talking about the Texans. Don't sleep on them.
Old Flacco, man.
Somebody
Somebody put in the comments somewhere if Anthony was starting, they would have won. Oh, fuck. Come on, dog.
No.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
They got other problems.
My man would have been like, I'm tired. Take me out, please. Past my bedtime. When it was funny, they were talking about the incident during the game, and when they showed his face on the sideline, he was yawning. I'm like, what kind of fucking perfect moment for that to show? I was like, they're like, oh, he tapped his helmet, and as soon as they fucking panned to him, he was yawning on the sideline. I was like, that was poor cameraman.
The irony, right? The irony. Indeed.
It's rough. Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, we still got the dub. Shout out to Coach. You know what I'm saying? We still got that dub.
Yeah, that's another one I got. Yeah. Hell yeah.
That one's fire. That one was fire.
I like that.
I can't wait to make one for the Cowboys, dog. I'm not even lying to you.
I hope so. I hope one of these games. Cowboys don't have an easy schedule coming up. They have the Eagles this weekend.
Oof.
That's gonna be an ugly game. Then we got the Texans on Monday night, and then we have Washington.
I mean, this is. I know we don't really like. We're not talking about that game because nobody's brought it up. But I mean,
oh no, that highlight play.
We can't not.
Yeah, the reverse hurdle is insane.
What Tiki? What is that? Out of moves here makes the first guy to spin move at the last second, and then what?
I would love to be a fly on the wall, should I say, in the Giants locker room. I mean, not the locker room, the head office there. Looking at Saquon doing that.
Doing what he's doing right now.
That right there is just a middle finger stuck up to the Giants front office.
Yeah, no, I love it, dude. I mean, that was an incredibly athletic play. Like, that was insane.
It's insane, bro.
I love it, man, because I like Saquon, bro. I liked him. And when he went to the Giants, he wasn't doing shit. I was like, damn, this sucks. I was like, maybe he's a flop, and now he's with a decent team, and now he's doing decent work. Like, hello? That's all you need.
Yep.
But all right, I want to get into this Saints stuff, man. I got notes for days here. Got notes for days. I'm gonna try and make this quick. I'm gonna try and make this as painless as possible. Okay. Saints fire Allen after losing 7 straight football games. You did call it. That is a call for me when we did hot seats. He called it. Can I give you all an interesting fact here? This is the second time the man has been fired
while with Derek
Carr.
While Derek Carr as quarterback.
I saw that right before we came onto the show tonight. I saw a fucking stat about that. So that's
Insane. Insane. That is insane. Speaking about Derek Carr.
Use the restroom. Hold on a second. You're good.
Speaking about Derek Carr. Michael, Chris Olave taken out of the game, bro. That was a hard hit. It was a scary hit. That is what they call in the business a hospital throw. And that is a hospital ball, should I say. And damn. Like you really felt it for it. And immediately Michael Thomas, ex-Saint, gets on and starts thrashing Derek Carr. You want to pull him up for me? He gets on social media and he lets him have it. Dude tried to lie. So I was jealous, essentially, making Chris wide receiver number 1. Whole time, can't get him a decent ball. He needs his ass whooped. Before you go to the next slide here.
It's crazy to say about your quarterback.
Chris Olave's brother found that comment and retweeted it and put 100 on there. Like, damn. He completely agrees. And there's more. I mean, it goes in depth. Dude tried to lie and say that, They fired all the coaches trying to cover his flaws, and he's still the same shit. I mean, it goes on and on and on.
I've been told y'all shit said that year his buddy went first team All-Pro in 2022. He needed 180 targets just to catch 100 passes. He is ass on my granny.
It's not good, man.
That just shows that locker room is fucking torn to pieces right now. Because for a receiver to go at his quarterback publicly,
he's not there anymore. He's not there no more, though.
Well, I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
Like, that still, you don't really see a lot of, like, past teammates coming out and saying shit. Like, a quarterback and receiver bonds usually last longer than just their teams. That's crazy.
Here's an interesting fact. Derek Carr, through 4 seasons, has the most losses.
Yeah.
Through 5 seasons, 6 seasons, 7 seasons, 8 seasons, going all the way to 10 seasons, has the most losses. How does this man still have a job?
Crazy. Because he has these like crazy ball. For example, the Dallas game, he has these crazy games that he's the next thing. Could bring the Saints to the Super Bowl. Nope. He has games like that every season, 1 maybe 2, and then
I'm not a Saints fan.
No,
I'm a Falcons fan, so I love to see this shit crashing and burning. Right.
Yeah, because the Saints were like hot shit of like after they beat the shit out of Dallas, week 2, they were like the talk.
Right. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Derek Carr, MVP kind of shit. No. Yeah. Because he was doing good.
I knew it wasn't gonna last. I knew it wasn't gonna last.
So it's nice to see it from the Falcons standpoint, but as a appreciator of the game, appreciator of just, football, it does kind of suck to see how bad this is all going down. You got people just it is crazy over there. If I was a Saint player, I'd want to get out. Cash me a check and get out of here.
Overrated.
And their salary cap is like negative $60 million. They are the worst in the NFL. So who's the head coach that wants to take over that disaster?
Team is a clusterfuck. Absolute clusterfuck.
To y'all. So here's my thing. Let y'all on the secret. When I play Madden, I never play with the Vikings, which is weird. I like to pick bad teams and make them good. That's why I've always done through drafts and shit. That's just makes it more challenging.
Yeah.
When I picked up the Saints and I simulated the first season and I saw the fucking salary cap was negative 75, I'm like, what in the hell are they going to do when the next season comes? They have nothing.
Fucked.
Nothing.
They can't
How
even
do you? You're
recruit.
so far in that hole. You're gonna need like 5 seasons to recover what you're doing.
Crazy.
It's bad, dog. You know, yeah, you fire him, but kind of like, what do you? I mean, he wasn't doing what he needed to. I get it, but who are you gonna? Who's the dumbass that's gonna take that job?
Somebody
That salary crap is the most
Mike McCarthy.
in the NFL.
Mike McCarthy.
Listen, that's my take on Saints, man.
Did you see that their interim coach is their special teams coach? It's not even like an offensive coordinator. That was surprising to me.
I didn't understand that either.
It's not interim head coach,
bro. It's like, hey, man, you want to coach? You want the head coach? It's like, even people are just like, no, hell no, you got that. No, you got that, bro. All right, another team I want to talk about here, man. The Bad News Bears, dog.
Oh,
Bad News Bears. I got a whole ass page for them. The Bad News Bears. Where do we start? And I want to preface this, and please put this in the video. I am not trying to offend no Bears fan here. My dad is a hardcore, diehard Chicago Bears fan. I was raised as a Bears fan. I did my own thing. Okay. I love the Ravens. I love the purple and the black since Ray Lewis. Falcons is me, my brother-in-law, and my nephew's team. So DJ Moore walking off the field in the middle of a play is probably the most disgusting thing I've seen in a while.
it's pathetic.
As far as team stuff, right? Obviously punching and kicking and da-da-da-da, that's one thing. But there's a play going on and your quarterback is still scrambling. If you would have cut back and you watched that play, he probably would have been open in the middle and got the first down.
Let's see the replay.
While he goes to pull it up, DJ Moore comes out and says, Matt Eberflus hasn't lost the locker room. Yes, he did, because you just walked off the field, dude. Are you kidding me? For you to have to come out and say that, but you're the guy that walked off the field, you have no respect, my dude. I don't care what's going on the field. You just let your whole team down. You walked off the field. He ran your way, and then you walked to the bench as Caleb Williams is running the other way to save the play.
Running for his life.
Yes.
That's the crazy thing, man.
Yeah. I don't understand how he has a job. As his tenure as the Bears head coach, he is 14-28. 14-28. Don't tell me, oh, well, it's this, it's that. Man, they've gone out and got him stuff. You got Swift. You got Moore. They got Caleb. Here's the play.
Try and find the open man. DJ Moore, who is coming back to the ball, steps out of bounds and just proceeds to the bench and takes a seat.
Right up top on the top screen.
That's crazy.
Top screen. Look, he is number
he's
2.
Rewind it. I don't want to see it again.
Top of the screen. Number 2. Just
and
see you
DJ
later.
Moore, who is coming back to the ball, steps out of bounds.
And
He just
proceeds
walks off.
to walk. Hold on. Let it go. Because you're going to see Caleb completely turns the other direction. If this plays out, I don't know if this is going to play it all the way, the whole play.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he is walking off to the point where he gets to the bench. He's about to sit down, and that's finally when the play ends.
That's crazy, man.
So the head
Like,
coach.
he's running for his life.
Yep, and there he is, still walking to the bench.
Did y'all watch what he said afterwards about it? I didn't even looking.
No, I didn't. I don't. I don't
I didn't hear
care
it.
what excuse. I don't care what excuse he'll try and
pull out of
try
his
and
ass.
give us.
No, you know what? The one thing that came to mind, I think he's going to try to say, "Oh well, since I stepped out of bounds, now I could have caught the ball anyway."
Right.
You still don't walk off the damn field and sit on the bench.
Exactly.
So it's just he's 14-28, man. He's 3-18 on the road. He's 0-18 on the road on Sundays.
So the only win on the road isn't during prime time.
Right. Caleb Williams has regressed so far back. You saw some moments of shine. He's regressing so far back. It's just struggle everywhere you look, and it's frustrating to see because it's an old team, man. It's an old team that's been around forever, and it's hard because they have had good caliber. I think where the Bears fucked up was when they got rid of Lovie Smith.
100%.
Lovie Smith was still doing his thing, and you get rid of him, and ever since then, you haven't found anybody that's been able to carry that team.
I remember those Lovie Smith teams. They were great.
Amazing. That defense was second to none. Devin Hester going crazy.
Did John Fox take over after him?
Yeah.
I remember John Fox.
Was it John Fox?
I think it was Fox.
Can't remember exactly who it was. But
John Fox was either after him or soon after him. The next one after whoever was in between.
I don't think it was John Fox. I don't think.
You don't think so?
No.
John Fox still was a great coach.
He was okay with the Broncos. He was okay.
Oh yeah, with the Broncos, yeah. Panthers.
Okay, so here's an interesting fact. Here is Bears 101. Bears go out and draft Mitch Trubisky. And John Fox is the head coach. They have a terrible year. Fire head coach that year, right? Now Mitch Trubisky had 1 year with an offense. New head coach, new offense, right? Justin Fields get drafted to the Bears. Matt Nagy as a head coach. The next year, Matt Nagy's fired. New head coach comes in, new offense. 2 years, 2 different offenses. Now you got Caleb Williams drafted by the Chicago Bears. Matty Ice is probably going to lose his job.
Oh, 100%. So he's going to see a new trend.
History's going to repeat itself. Hey, listen, if a mighty Bears fan wants to come on here and tell me and educate me, go for it. But this is not it. You cannot be playing this bad and be struggling this bad in this division. You got the Lions, you got the freaking Vikings, and you got the freaking Green Bay Packers. Your team has been consistently the worst team for many, many years. They have added the weapons. They have added they've given you an arsenal.
He literally, so you imagine with the right coach, that team, that offense is crazy, and their defense is good too.
Crazy.
They have a solid ass to the point where they could get rid of a running back, and it doesn't really hurt them. Like,
right,
Herbert is not a bad running back to trade off, and they just did it because they don't need him right now.
Yep,
and that's crazy to be in that position where your offensive backfield is so stacked that you can get rid of somebody and it doesn't hurt your team. And they have depth at the receiver too, and they have a tight end that doesn't play bad.
So that's my take on 2 teams that are struggling right now. 2 teams that need their head coaches fired. One of them took that advice from us. They listened to our podcast. They gave us a heads up. They're like, "Hey, E, we heard you," and he's gone.
He's like, "Yeah, and drop your breaking news. It's all you, my guy."
They offered the job to E, but E's like, "I ain't no dumb bitch. I ain't taking it."
I was like, I'm going to keep my talents here on the podcast.
There you go. Hey, we appreciate you.
I'm not taking my talents to New Orleans.
So Saints.
Hey,
man,
New Orleans ain't a bad place to live.
Have you been there?
No, I heard it's humid as fuck.
All right. Yeah, I love the food there.
I'll take a coach's salary any day of the week. I mean, shit. I'll take on whatever bullshit y'all got. You can get me the spot. I'll take that salary. Shit.
Facts.
Let me get a couple years in that salary, and then you can fire me too.
You can fire me. That's crazy.
Oh man,
Coach, we got to talk about. There was two. I want to talk about two other games too before we get to our primetime picks.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to start with the Lions and the Packers.
Yes, please.
That was a huge game coming in this weekend. Huge NFC North implications. He knows that as well. Lions come on top. They go into Lambeau Field. They beat the Packers 24-14. Packers didn't look too great. I mean, it was a soggy game.
They didn't look good.
Kind of just.
I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit.
Here's my thing. Hold on.
Go ahead.
The Packers are overrated. I will sleep on that. I will pray to that. The Green Bay Packers are overrated.
But as good as the Lions are right now, they didn't get blown out.
They can end up blown out, but the Packers are overrated. They don't deserve Green Bay Packers don't deserve to be a top 5 in the power rankings.
They had them in like number 6 or something. Crazy.
That's way too high.
We fell to 7.
Yeah, no, that does not deserved,
brother.
I don't care what anyone says.
Listen, you can get back to this. It was 6-24 at the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. This game was not close.
Yeah.
This game was not close. This game was not close at all. It did not look good.
But here's the thing.
But they didn't get blown out the way
they didn't get blown out. No, they didn't get blown out, but they still came on top.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the Lions just couldn't find their way with a lot of people.
They just couldn't find the end zone. They only found the end zone once in the fourth quarter.
And I love it too because they came out. Golf came out and he was like, "We're the dome team. We're not. We can't play in terrible weather." Da 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 da. And they were like, pretty much like, "Suck on that."
Pretty much said bullshit.
Yeah,
bullshit.
Suck on that. Suck on that. We'll show you.
Now,
they play great.
Now we could talk about how much both teams struggled. So both teams look better. Here's the biggest thing that came out of this game. Brian Burns getting thrown out for. You could debate people. There's mixed feelings about this, but in my opinion, he did not deserve to get thrown out.
Oh, you talking about Branch?
Yeah, Brian Branch. Excuse me, Branch, not Burns. Branch.
Branch. That's wrong team.
Branch. Brian Branch.
I'll go ahead and play that clip for y'all.
Yes, please play the clip for those who didn't watch the game.
Can I tell you how frustrating it was to see them throw him out of the game? You see, and I get it. You can say, "Oh, he's had time." This is super slow-mo. Okay? This is slow-mo. All right, this guy's already flying at him. He throws his shoulder at him. Ejection from the game. What?
Let's see the clip. I need to see the clip again.
I know he died. 6'7". I just bit right on the highway. I just bit right on the highway. Track hawking sitting in the driveway.
I will say it's the helmet, man. That's what got him. Because if you look, that's the only thing that hurt him because of his helmet going ahead of his shoulder.
I know he died. 6'7". I just bit right on the highway.
See what I mean? I think that's what killed him there.
Yeah, but
I don't agree with this. I don't agree. I'm just saying I think that's what they're saying is that he let his helmet hit first. If his helmet didn't hit first, it might have been different.
But there's been so many plays like that in the NFL. Yeah, there's been so many plays, and they haven't thrown him out. That one was nowhere near as bad of hits that I've seen this season.
I've seen so many rougher hits in just games, and then this is the game we this is the hill you want to die on, to the point where even Tom motherfucking Brady is the announcer of the games.
Do the voice.
And he himself.
Yeah, the flop king himself says that was not an ejectable offense. What are we doing here? And again, we come down to we can review every single play, but we can't review a flag. But you reviewed that and then what?
And you throw them out.
And you throw them out? Wait, time out. How does that make sense? Make that make sense. Please. Can we talk about the Vikings no call? Yanking the dude's face mask off?
Not once, but twice.
Can't review that though, you know.
Can't review that one. But this one, he gets hit with the roughing the passer, walks Green Bay down the field. Thank God Green Bay misses the field goal. Ball don't lie, homeboy.
Yeah, Green Bay has some issues at kicker.
With this ref shit, dude. And you know we're gonna get into it with the fucking Chiefs.
Stay tuned.
Yeah,
but that's another separate issue. The Green Bay has an awful issue at kicker. They've been through 3 kickers this season, and they're still missing.
Don't get me started with that because I saw and I didn't cover that on my segment, and I'm glad you just said that. We have had a terrible curse at kicker, and we finally got our guy.
Will Riker, I feel so bad.
Got our guy. He has been doing great.
And then he pulls his
quad injury.
Pulls his quad
on IR. We had to fucking
and your long snapper.
Yep, we had to grab the kicker that he competed against in the preseason. That's who we assigned to be our kicker until he comes back. And that kid was balling. Like he was doing great.
I said it last week. Will Reichert is I like him. I'm a huge fan of him.
He has been doing amazing for us. He keeps it calm. He was perfect until this game. Obviously, they showed that he had the injury the entire game because every time he would kick, you could see him grab it. So but at the same time, it's like, damn, man, we finally got ourselves one, and then bam, injury. So I mean, I feel Green Bay's pain. That's why I said that. I feel their pain. Because we have had terrible kickers. Because we had Bailey, which was going to be great for us. He started off good, and then he just went to shit. We had Greg Joseph.
Yep.
Trash.
Who's after Greg Joseph?
That's who we had last year.
Okay.
So we drafted to get
Will Reichert.
Yeah.
He was a stud at Alabama.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sad to see him miss some games. I can't wait to get him back on the field. I do think that it's going to hurt us the next couple of games not having him on the field.
100%.
Sorry to get back into the Vikings shit. I forgot all about that.
You're good now, man.
You said that kicker sound like, damn, I forgot to talk about that.
Absolutely.
I think one more thing before we get into the final game of the night, and we get into our picks. Puka Nacua ejected for throwing a punch,
and it wasn't even a full punch.
But can we agree that the Seahawks player kind of threw a punch first?
Yes, he did.
And what happened?
Well, they both should have been thrown out. Play the clip.
Dude, and what happened?
Do we want to see? Let's have a debate.
And the ruling on the field was an interception by Seattle. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Los Angeles Rams, number 17. 15 yards will be added to the dead ball spot. Number 17 for Los Angeles has been disqualified.
Wow. Oh, wow. So Nacua has been ejected.
There's Puka. Kobe Bryant goes to block him. He doesn't realize he's down by contact, and then Nacua throws a punch. Yeah, he throws a punch, hits him in the helmet with his right fist.
That's not a punch.
Kind of bullshit. That dude clearly hit. He pushed him harder than my man pushed his head. He pushed his head. He didn't punch him.
That was a horseshit call.
He was like, fuck you. That's all it was. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. You want to push me? He did not throw a damn punch.
Terrible.
It's rough, man. It's rough. It is. I don't know what to say about it. I just felt like we should bring it up. I mean, it.
No, he shouldn't have. He should not have been thrown out.
Stupid decision. Don't throw the arm like that. Obviously,
yeah, I agree.
Don't throw the arm like that. You always. It's not the first act. It's the second act that gets caught. That is just the way of the ball. But
ball don't lie.
Anyways, let's get on to this. Let's get on to this Chiefs Buccaneers game.
Kansas City comes out on overtime after Buccaneers score with about probably less than a minute to go. Kansas City comes up on top, 30-24 last night. Remain undefeated, 8-0. I'll tell you what, the Buccaneers they played a hell of a game. They played their hearts out. Baker Mayfield, 23 for 31, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Still have some issues at their running game, kind of all over the place. Cade Otton was their leading receiver because they still have some injury problems. 8 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown. Mahomes, 34 for 44, 291, 3 touchdowns. Playing hurt again. We'll get into that in a second.
I saw something funny about that.
Did you? Kareem Hunt. What did you say?
They said, how does Patrick Mahomes gets hurt to the point where he has to crawl off the field? Then Taylor Swift pulls her black magic and immediately heals him.
It's fucked. Kareem Hunt led the Chiefs in rushing, 27 carries, 106 yards, and a touchdown.
D-Hop has a finally good game.
I like
that fucked me up because in one of my leagues, I benched him over Kyle Pitts, and I feel absolutely fucking stupid for doing that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a Kareem Hunt fan. I liked him.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm a D-Hop fan.
I like to see Hunt because he doesn't get his chances. People don't give him chances. He has to earn it every time. Like he had to fight his way to get on this roster, and I like to see him get over 100 yards. I like that he got that because I just feel like he had all that issues, the off the field issues that obviously screwed up his career, and the fact that he still has the mentality to fight to get back on the field and still prove himself. I really like him.
Yeah, and I think I'm glad he came back to the place that his career started. I think it's a good rejoice in his career. So I'm glad that he's doing it here.
Anything good for the Chiefs. I do like Hunt. I do like D-Hop.
Also, really, the two players, Kareem Hunt and D-Hop.
Just hate to see Mahomes do good.
Let's I want to break the game down a little bit here. Sorry, I was just over here looking at the stats and stuff. There was a drive. Baker Mayfield and his Bucks are driving down the field. They weren't stopped. And then all of a sudden, a super questionable flag flies out. Face mask on the offensive lineman. Okay, let's run the replay. Hold on a second.
No, you do know that there's multiple on this clip.
Yeah. No, and we'll break it down. I believe it's the first one.
It's the second one, I think, or the third. But yeah, there's no fucking way it's a face mask. By the way,
there was movement by Jawan Taylor.
Call they got on him for the block in the back. Jordan Whitehead, number 3.
One of the best in the game.
It was quick.
I don't think he had the face mask.
Yeah,
he had his pad.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And based on his reaction, he knew he didn't have the face mask.
Down the field. They were driving. Crazy. It put them to 2nd and 25. They could not recover. Then at that point, field goal. Kansas City's still in the game. I have 100. I can almost say with certainty they were scoring on that play because that run put them down there. But because a blown call that we can't review, what? Then you have the O-lineman on the last drive with glorious Travis Kelce completely false start.
That was blatantly obvious false start.
Not even as obvious. Like he didn't even try to hide the shit. He was back there with Mahomes before the play even the ball even snapped.
And they don't want to fall, and they don't call it.
And a block in the back to DeAndre Hopkins, and I didn't like this. This is the most tasteless football I've seen, where the guy just like goes like that, like come on, dude, and he flops and he gets the flag for a block in the back. How is this not reviewable? You can review everything else. You can eject the guy, but you're telling me those 3 bullshit ass calls don't help them seal the deal?
It's rigged.
You know,
I don't know if it's rigged. I'm not going to go down that road. I just think it's too crazy, man. There's too many times these games are so tight, and it comes down to a ref's call.
I saw a pretty, I wouldn't say a hot take or a unique take. Mahomes is playing some of his worst ball right now. And they're undefeated.
I think coach is allergic to bad reffing.
Literally, Mahomes is playing his worst ball right now, and they're undefeated. That's fucking insane.
Yeah. Crazy.
Is there a correlation?
I know we go down this road almost every weekend because it is just too blatant, but damn, dude, this is 3 huge calls.
Where's
One
Bill?
that takes
we
away.
need to start having our Chiefs segments earlier so Bill can be a part.
I know.
Because he always leaves towards it's his bedtime. You know? We need to start having these a little bit earlier so we can hear Bill's takes because he is honestly one of the few Chiefs fans that will admit shit when shit ain't right.
Right. No, 100%.
It would be nice to see it from his perspective. You know what I mean?
And like I said, man, it's 3. One of those drives being a drive that the Bucs are moving down the field. Easy, methodically. Just it was clicking. It looked beautiful. Boom. Face mask. What? Play the replay. He's grabbing his shoulder pads.
He literally went like this.
And the shoulder pad flopped up.
It was just a brush.
No, it wasn't even a brush. The shoulder pad flopped up, and then that was it.
Yeah, I don't.
The worst call on the face of earth. I don't know.
It's always at the most opportune times. That's a sad thing.
Yep.
That was a drive where potentially the Bucs could have went up and kind of put that dagger in that coffin.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, good for the Chiefs, man. You guys are 8-1. You guys have made it. Scratch by another game. I don't think your schedule is hard. I believe.
They got the Broncos on Sunday, so that's gonna be no walk in the park.
No. And then they got the Bills. Okay, so they got 2 tough games, and then after that, it's kind of cakey-ish till they see the Texans.
My take. I think they lose the next 2 games.
I hope so.
I think they lose the next. I think they lose to.
I saw somebody post an image about that, and it showed like the teams that they had playing after this, and they were like potential 17-0 season.
They'll lose at least one.
I think the ones that are going to get in the run for their money, I think potentially the Bills, just because.
Yeah, no, but the Mahomes in the regular season is 1-3 against the Bills.
In a little bit of a hot take, I think might give them some problems.
Los Angeles?
Steelers.
Because Steelers definitely give them an issue.
Because it's defense.
Is it in Pittsburgh or is it in Kansas City?
I don't know. It just had.
Hold on. Either way, they're home. Every game's a home game.
True. Oh, let me look it up real quick.
Listen, man, and I'm gonna give this as straight as I can here.
Ooh.
You don't talk about all these other teams and having so many miscues or so many fortunate games and so many. There are some where there's a questionable call and it should have went one way or the other, right? There are those games, but it happens to the Chiefs almost every single game. Make that make sense.
I think this was the first week, like making content that I didn't clip it, but you can go back on our page and there's content every single week since the beginning of the season that says something about the Chiefs and the refs. Literally every single week, there's some kind of questionable call that has potential to change shit in the game. And that's crazy.
Yep. Chiefs play at the Steelers on Christmas Day.
I like that.
It's a Netflix. It's only on Netflix.
I think that's the game they lose.
That's your hot take?
Let's do the hot take when we get there. I could be wrong, but I think that's a game they could potentially lose. Not because of the Steelers' offense and Russell and that defense.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a very light schedule for the rest of the year. But that's one team I think that's gonna be hard.
Steelers and Bills are gonna be two games that they're gonna have to everybody's gonna be watching.
Oh shit.
Well, absolutely. Hey, before we go into our picks, I do have one question for you guys. Oh, go ahead, E.
I know that it's getting late, but are we gonna do contenders and pretenders? Because that's a very popular segment for us.
Absolutely, contenders and pretenders. Yes.
Can I ask my question first?
Yeah. No, I just want to make before we. I was like, oh shit!
I got
all
the perfect
kinds
team.
of shit.
Okay,
I got the perfect team.
But it just made me think about. I saw the video. I was like, shit,
yeah,
you haven't done that yet.
For sure. I want to know, and in the chat, if you're still in here, we appreciate you hanging out spend your Tuesday night with us. I want to know who won the trade deadline and who lost the trade line. Who's the biggest? What one team won the trade deadline and what one team lost at the trade deadline?
Any team that didn't do anything lost.
No, I can't say that. You know who I think lost? The fucking Cowboys for picking them.
I was about to say the same thing. The Dallas Cowboys picked them.
That might have been worse than
nobody.
Might have been worse than picking up nobody. I mean, that was
correct.
So fucking pointless.
Yes, I agree. The Cowboys lost that draft. They didn't need a wide receiver. They did not need a wide receiver. They needed way more than a wide receiver. They needed help on their D line. They needed help all over their defense. They could have gotten anybody, a running back, but they decided to go with the wide receiver.
Fucking of all people, Mingo.
Like, Jonathan Mingo.
So
I don't have enough. So I
like the Lattimore pick.
I do. I love the Lattimore pick.
Love the Lattimore pick.
You can see I was excited to say that shit though.
Hot take: Lions won.
Really?
Darius?
Reason being, you get a solid dude to come in and help you. And depending on Hutch's situation.
The problem was that Darius, and I have experience with that too, because he was with us over the last couple of years. He just stays hurt. So is that really a win for him? He could come in and do something just to get hurt and be on the bench.
Yep.
I think that when he's on the field, absolutely, that's a win. But how long can he stay on the field? Now, whether or not they use him as a starter and like consistent, if they do that, then I worry about his injuries. If they use him as a role player and just put him in where he needs to be, that could potentially stretch his season out, and they would win that. I 100% agree.
Yeah, I think they're going to play him smart. I think they're going to play him right. You got a great coach that is sitting behind the helm here,
and
I mean Dan Quinn's a deep
role play him. You role play him correctly.
Absolutely, that's why I said they role play it right.
Rich got richer.
Beautiful pick.
Yeah,
but if they try to put him as an every down starter, he's going to get hurt, and it's going to be for nothing.
Yep. Y'all gonna hate me for saying this, but I
Hell
think
yeah, SKOL, baby. Got me a
hey, there you go.
Vikings fan in here finally. Shit,
There you
I've
go.
been lonely in here.
Yeah. Purple people eaters. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Y'all gonna hate me for saying this.
Lonely.
Y'all gonna hate me for saying this, but I think the Chiefs won the trade deadline. They pick with D-Hop.
I don't think that that's a win.
All right, on to the next segment.
I don't think it's number one win.
I think it's up there.
It's a good one.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Not number 1.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Top 5.
It's a good pick. I think I want to go back and look at all the picks again, and then really give this an honest assessment next week. Give it an honest assessment next week.
Yeah, we'll revisit this. This was kind of just like a first impression after the first day after the trade deadline.
That's so random.
All right. Hey, we'll take your word.
Hey, that's a good take.
NFL talk.
Hey, man.
Hey, good
You're
talk.
in the NFL right now. We missed the NBA earlier, but yeah, man. Listen, you know what? Because of that comment, Adam, next week we will go over the worst and the best at our point, who we think is NBA player. So y'all boys be ready for that. Have a take for that.
Sure.
I do agree
All
with Court there. I think that the final day deadline trades, I think they won today.
Washington.
Maybe not for the grand scheme, but for today of what was announced, I think they win that one.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into
one of our favorite topics.
One of our favorite topics here: contenders or pretenders.
Yes, sir. Coach, who you got?
Right.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Ooh. I was not expecting you to bring your team into this.
I was really hoping you weren't going to say the Cowboys.
Oh, shit.
That's fun. I think they're contenders. That's crazy. I'm going to say contenders. I think Kirk Cousins really has something going.
The mic fell. Sorry, boys.
You're good.
Got to look.
You want to get all excited and throw shit.
Yeah. I really think they have the team that can. First of all, I think they're gonna finish better than the Buccaneers. But yeah, I think that they're definitely contenders.
Honestly, I think that they're contenders. But it depends on who shows up in the playoffs because Kirk Cousins is not that guy in postseason.
Playoff Kirk Cousins, yeah.
He's not that guy in prime season. Believe me, I know.
Yeah. You witnessed it too many times, right?
Honestly, this is my thing. I have no
Kirko stains. Ooh, yeah.
Hey, he's a
easy,
fan.
bro.
No,
Easy, Tiger. You coming in here fucking shots fired and shit.
Skol, he feels my pain. I have pain behind this man.
I got you.
I do want to see him do something. I don't have any ill feelings towards Kurt.
Okay.
And the way he's playing right now is how he plays every regular season. I need to see him post.
Yeah.
Now he did, with that being said, he did look great in prime time, which he never really did for us. So I like that. I like his chances. So I'm going to way over to contenders.
Okay.
Because I like what he did finally in a primetime game. I just worry that he's going to tickle that fence of pretenders when it comes to primetime for the postseason.
So
that's a hot take.
You like that? All right, listen. I leaned on you heavy, E, in the beginning of this year. I said, who do we got, brother? Who do we got? And you told me a great quarterback outside of primetime. He proved that wrong. He had a great primetime game.
For the game, yeah.
Did we have some ups and downs? Of course. It is Atlanta, baby. Hey, we got that issue. Okay. But he has proven this year to be, I feel, a little more consistent to give them the edge to go to contenders versus pretenders, with Bijan playing lights out football when he's on. We get back Drake London. We get back Garrett that's been out. Okay. And realistically, we can rest them this week and save them for the rest of the season. I take those chances, man. I put Atlanta being contenders because, first of all, their division is god awful right now.
It's a dumpster
the Panthers, garbage.
But I will say this, and look it up. You can Google it. Kirk always looks amazing in regular season.
I'm fine with that.
He is a phenomenal stat he puts up phenomenal stats and would be a top 5 quarterback anywhere you go.
You also said he wasn't good during prime time, and he did good this year.
And I think that, and I love that, and I hope that he has finally found his way.
Okay, hold on. I gotta address this. All right. I gotta address it to the fans.
Oh, here we go. For the newbies, right?
For our community. I don't call y'all fans, is my bad. We call y'all our community because you guys are a part of our community. All right, listen. Right up there, you can see the Dirty Bird. I usually have my Ravens hat on, but this is the school that I work at.
And he's supposed to be coaching that.
Be quiet, man.
Bro. So me, my brother-in-law, and my nephew, we all watched football. That was like our thing we did together, but we all rooted for different teams. So during the first Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes, we all put a bunch of names in a hat, and whatever we pulled out was a team we would root for as a collective. It was the Falcons. My actual team that I root for on my own, that it will, and if the Falcons and the Ravens play, it's going to be the Ravens. But the Falcons are my second team, Ravens are my first team. So yeah, I have 2 teams, and I know that's a sin, and people don't like that, but it is what it is, man. I love it.
No, now listen, I said on paper, regular season stats, Kirk Cousins is a stat builder. He looks great. You can look it up, Google it. I did it a million times. Did not say he actually is a top 5. I said on paper, he looks great during regular season. I just need to see him post. And like I said, I hope he turned a new leaf. Hope he does great for y'all. But he didn't do that for us.
Yeah, I think with what he's done to this point, I think he'll be able to bring them into the playoffs, maybe win a game or 2. And possibly, I mean, I can see them playing in a Super Bowl. I mean, they have a good team. Their team isn't bad. The NFC is still tough, but you have a West that is completely god awful. You have a North that is tough. You have an East that is god awful, and you got, well, I'm not going to say god awful. You've got 2 teams that are seriously struggling, and then you have 2 teams that are really good. So the potential for for the Falcons to do something is high. It is high. So I take it.
I like them as contenders, honestly.
Contenders. Like chicken tenders.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If you didn't say you had a team, I was gonna bring up the team that Matt tried to bring up last week that I canceled out because the Cardinals came out and they look good. And so maybe next week.
Next week. That's gonna be next week. That's next week's team.
Because they went trash, good, trash, good, trash, good.
They beat a terrible Bears organization that doesn't know.
Oh, I agree.
Their football players are walking off on the field.
They play the Jets this week, so I want to revisit this next week.
She said the way you gave her the look, she thought you were coming for the Commanders.
Crazy.
Oh, the Commanders are coming up. Trust me, that's a contenders pretenders. Probably either next week or the following week. We might need to double up here, boys. If you want to double up tonight, we can. If we'll save it for next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip the show for that. By the way,
It's getting
He's
gonna skip it. He said.
I'm skipping that.
Nah, but that's it. That's the end of contenders and pretenders, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We're gonna go into our primetime picks and then wrap it up. We've been on for about 3 hours. One of our longer episodes. Good stuff. If you guys haven't, please like, share, subscribe, man. Please like, share, subscribe. If you go on our TikTok, you'll see more clips, smaller portion clips, little 30-second clips. We share everything on our YouTube. We get our segments. We break it down for the Ravens flock, for the SKOL Nation. We get for the Cowboys. We get their take. We get the Rise Up. We got the Rise Up segment for all the teams, man. We got the NBA. We brought my boy Damien on to this episode. He gave us an NBA analysis breakdown and whatnot. We're going to be doing more of that. So, guys, every aspect of the show, we're just kind of talking about all different types of sports. So, we're going to get into our predictions for the prime time this week. And, yeah, take it away, Matt.
Hit it.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, hold on.
Yes, sir. Prime.
I like it. That gets me hype. That's a great ending to the show.
Hold on, I love that. No, look at that. Hell yeah,
Definitely
also do you fellas, man. Y'all came in.
Hey, Norse, we appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, my brother.
We're trying, man. We're trying. We're starting. Listen, it's just us. My boy E up here, man. He does all these graphics and all this fancy shit that you see, man. It's him. We're just here for the content and our hot takes and our retarded takes, should I say? This isn't. Listen, if you guys are looking for super factual and straightforward and takes, man, that ain't us, dude. We're just some fans here. I coach football, man. I've done football, been in football my whole life. Matt's a pilot. He loves football himself. Man, he's played football. He's done his thing with football. He's just walking from all walks of life, man. And we feel like we put together a pretty decent little show here for y'all. So you guys can listen to us talk about nonsense for a few hours and get your mind off of things, maybe like the election. Yeah,
that's right. Right. I like to say it's a show by the fans for the fans.
Yeah.
I like to say
100%.
Boys, can you believe it's week 10 already?
That's insane.
That's
crazy, right?
It's crazy.
I can't believe it. It is insane. Crazy. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up, man. D3 recruit.
Hey,
man.
good stuff.
Love it.
Good stuff.
Love it, man.
Love to see you, man.
I got my nephew. He's NAIA. He's currently playing in an NAIA. I got a few of my players playing JUCO. JUCO ball is now like the new way to get into D1. So you graduate high school and you go JUCO, get that year of experience in college, enter the transfer portal. It's an easier take to go D1. It's just weird, man. It's weird how football is nowadays.
Definitely
it's so complicated. It's definitely it's changed big time, man. I know you weren't here for it all. As a high school coach, man, talking to these colleges, man, our relationships have deteriorated because of the transfer portal. They tell us that all the time, man. So it definitely gets it's hard. 30 years ago, huh? Hey.
And a lot's changed. Shit, a lot's changed. Almost 20 years since I've been in. It's been what 15 almost.
Most of these kids, sometimes they got to just end up recruiting themselves, man. Getting on the X and on
social
Twitter.
Media has made it different. Because you can put you could be at a school that doesn't really, but if you get a social media following.
Oh yeah, and it's not. But I'll be honest with you, it's not even a social media following. Is as long as you set up a proper social media, as long as you have somebody that guides you in that way.
Yikes!
Oh damn!
He's the same age as me. He's like 2 months younger than me.
We won't talk
Let
about
her play shit too. Then
damn.
But if you set up your social media properly and you're constantly emailing these coaches, and that's like something as me as a head coach, I like to teach my boys is like, hey, look, this is how you set up your social media. This is what you need to do for your social media. Make sure you have your height, your weight, your GPA on there in your bio.
Now you got me. Like, hey, I got somebody can help you out. Let them show you how to do that shit. Let them show you how to use some hashtags.
Yeah,
now you can hit me up. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And it's just messaging the coaches that you want to talk to, and you send them your film. You got Huddle now. Huddle, you just send your film right away. Hey, look, this is my highlights, coach. I appreciate you taking the time. Please reach out if you're interested. And that's how a lot of this stuff goes. So football has changed so much from what it was. Now we appreciate it, man. We talk good sometimes. We got some good takes, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You missed my take on the NIL, so if you want, listen back on this episode, man. I fucking hate it.
And go back on YouTube and go back on.
Over the next 3 days or so, you'll see a lot of full-length video segments and a lot of shorts. I chop shit up, and I definitely do that. Like I said, obviously we have the Ravens flock, we have SKOL Chant, Cowboys Nation. This week, Cowboy Nation and Rise Up will be kind of tied into one. But we'll have the NBA separate. I love the fact that we had so much to talk about with the NBA this time around.
It's great.
I like this guy, man. I like this guy. Look at him. I fucking hate NIL, bro. I agree.
Actually, you know what?
It is turned because I coach in the state of Florida, and NIL has reached high school as well and has been approved.
Go back on our page, and Coach has an entire video where it's just him talking about NIL. It's been, I think, since the beginning of the season. So, I mean, you have to go back quite a bit, but he has a whole video about that. Definitely a good watch for everybody.
It's a good take, man, and you're seeing it. Look what he just said. Let's buy our next quarterback. You've taken the purity out of college football. I agree. We should have paid college players, but like I said, you give them a stipend, $4,000. You got housing paid for. You got your food paid for. You got transportation essentially paid for. You give them a little stipend so they can go around, buy some stuff, hang out with their boys. Go do some dumb shit that you do in college. I mean, absolutely. But giving these guys $1 million. $20,000, this, that, the third, and now all of a sudden the purity of college football has left. Now at the same time, you're seeing it at the high school level. I work at the high school level, right? Almost the purest of the pure outside of Pop Warner. And now you got kids, well, what can I get over here? Well, what can you offer me? Holy shit. Now if you got a struggling program, right? A small program high school, you're really in trouble because nobody's going to want to go there. It's no longer about where I can get film and how much film I can get so I can get to the next level. It's now, what can you offer me to make me to go to your school? What can you offer me to make me rich and famous? What? And exactly, a free 100,000. Yes, man. You're getting the education. You're getting the food, you're getting the housing, you're getting transportation, because colleges, man, those are like small cities and they got their own transportation. And if you really want to, you can get an Uber or something like that. And you make this little $4,000 and now you're chilling. So it took away the purity of the game, man. If you really want to listen to my take, man, it was a good take. You're going to have to scroll a little bit because it's been a while, but it was a good take, man, and it's coming to fruition. People are starting to see it. Coach Saul isn't as crazy as what he said, So,
absolutely. Hey, shout him out. Hey, real quick, shout out my Uncle Glenn. He's one of the biggest Giants. Hey, he's one of the biggest Giants fans I've ever met. He's also a huge Michigan fan as well. So, hey, man, I'm doing good, man. Hope you're doing well. Miss you, man. I'll see you at Christmas.
How does that go on Christmas though? Giants and Cowboys.
It's hard. It's a hard family reunion. I tell you that. But you know what? It's all out of love. So hey, Glenn, hope you're doing well, man. All right, hey, you know what? Just for Uncle Glenn, let's do this first. Let's pick the Giants and Panthers Germany game first. Let's pick that first. It's gonna be on Sunday morning, 9:30. It's our last international game of the year.
He's the one. He's the one. Giants and who?
Giants and who?
Giants and the Carolina Panthers.
Bro, get the fuck out of here with that.
Do that? Why would they do that to these foreign fans? Why? Why would they do this?
Even Uncle Glenn's laughing. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what?
I don't understand it. I'm sorry. I know.
I don't want to pick this game. I'm gonna go. I'll go Giants. I'll go Giants.
Honestly, I mean,
He said, "I don't even know." Hey, that's crazy.
Listen, and it's no knock on no Giants fan, man. It's been a rough year. You guys gave away some of your top players and whatnot, and you went on like a little bit of a rebuild. But I'll have to go, man.
Yeah, I saw that they took Jets off the prime time.
Yeah, I did see that.
Why? Okay, and this is my only shot here. Okay, Uncle Glenn, I'm sorry. I got to take this shot. All right. Why would you send this garbage to another country and have them watch this?
You're trying to get
if you're trying exactly
engage. Why? Flex it, change it, do something.
Well, they can't. Well, because they already sold all the tickets. So,
I read this comment. I read this comment in Jim Carrey's voice.
Yeah.
I read this in Jim Carrey's voice. I swear to you, man. But
Uncle Glenn, I feel you, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Oh goodness.
I'm thoroughly confused. Thoroughly. But
I'm gonna say, from what I've seen, I have the Giants because they've shown
they're desperate for a win. They are so desperate for a win, more than the Carolina Panthers.
I do love that movie.
So shout out to Glenn, man. We picking your boys. Let's get it, Uncle Glenn.
Hey, this pick for you, Glenn.
Listen, and let me tell you something, Uncle Glenn.
Bowl, I got the shiniest turd of them all, the Giants.
And if they lose, we're coming after you.
Even said Uncle Giants. Oh man, that's crazy. Lead Neighbors. That's why I said Giants. Okay.
I like Neighbors a lot. I think he has looked great. I think I have him in fantasy, so I keep an eye on him. I do like him. I do like Neighbors.
You know what? I even think Tyrone Tracy is I think he's really came up. He's risen up. I think Devin Singletary getting hurt. I think it's been his time to shine.
He has been balling. He runs hard. I like that. I have a Giants fan on my team at work, and I actually talked about that. I said I really like Tracy. I really like the way he runs. He's a hard runner. He runs downhill. I think that he is good for that organization.
And I think it's great that he's had someone as good as Singletary to kind of like learn off of.
Yep.
So that's a great pickup. All right, let's go back to Thursday night. We're gonna have Coach pick last. We got the Cincinnati Bengals 4-5 visiting the Baltimore Ravens 6-3. You want to start with you?
As Courtney would like to say, I am the true purple people eaters because I like two of them purple things. Ravens all day, baby. Ravens all day, baby.
Interesting. Coach, you're really going to hate me on this. Coach, you're going to hate me. I'm going to go Bengals upset.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell no.
There you go, bro.
I'm going to go Bengals upset. I have a reason.
I don't care. I don't care. Nobody cares.
No.
Baltimore Ravens. We got this. Yeah. We're good.
Go ahead, Matt. What's your hot take on this?
Yeah, I think this is a hot take. As you know, Baltimore barely squeaked by when they first played the Ravens back a few weeks back.
Baltimore played the Ravens? That's crazy.
Well, when Cincinnati played the Ravens, excuse me. This is my cue to it's time to go to bed here. But after the Ravens lost to the Browns, not last week. Yeah, it was last week. I kind of just proves that the Ravens don't play good in division pressure. And I really think that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are due for a big win.
I don't know, man.
So
it just depends on what Lamar and King show up.
I think that they're going to choke it in the fourth quarter. That's kind of how I envision it right now. Now, I could be totally proven wrong. The Bengals could be blown out by like 40 points.
I do love a good Cowboys and Commanders collaboration, though. She was so happy that y'all finally agree.
Crazy, right? It's the first time ever.
Okay.
But yes, I'm going to go Cincinnati upset.
Yeah, you're going to go Cincinnati upset, and I understand why.
And you'll clown me afterwards.
No, I won't clown you. I don't clown you. You know that. I don't do that. But listen, I get what you're saying in our secondary and and they're desperate for a win. Did you not just see the clinic we put on the Broncos and their top defense? The top defensive team in the NFL.
Purple people eaters, baby.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. No. Put a clinic on
the top defensive team in the NFL. The Bengals cannot go in a shootout against us. We will win.
Fair enough.
And then I'm going to talk shit.
Yo, hey Matt, you better hope that the Ravens don't. You and Courtney better hope because coach is coming in hot.
I'm going to come in.
Boy.
Hot. You think you think I'm not used to getting chewed out already and shot all over?
Oh man, but
all right, cute. A Cowboys fan and a Washington Commanders fan on cheering each other on.
All right,
anyways, I'll be that. I'll be that bridge for y'all. I'll be that bridge to gap it.
All right, moving on to Sunday night. We got actually a pretty good game. We got the Detroit Lions 7-1 visiting the Houston Texans, coming off a pretty questionable loss. Let's start with Coach. Shut up, Raul. No one asked you.
What is it? What is this game?
You know what's sad?
It is the Detroit Lions visiting the Houston Texans.
First,
Detroit
as soon as you said Detroit Lions, I didn't even have to hear the other team.
I know, and I wanted. That's what I heard. That's crazy. That is crazy that you did that. I heard Detroit, and I was like, it's probably gonna be Detroit. It's Detroit. And then I was like, wait a minute, what team did he say? Oh, it's Houston. It's Detroit.
Shit.
Yeah, it's
I'm
Detroit.
telling you, that's the crazy part of how. That's why I love the NFL, because you can. I say this because if you do it right, let me put my disclaimer out there. If you do it right, you can only be the bad team for so long. If you do it right.
Keyword if.
But when you said Detroit, it's sad that I shut off the other team immediately. And I could not say that 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah, they're too hot right now. And
picking up that new weapon too. I'm excited for it. And Texans are so upside down right now. Without Diggs, it showed Lions with a close win. No, not even close. I see it being another ass whooping. Stroud cannot do anything without Diggs, and it shows.
Yep.
He doesn't have Nico either, right? Isn't Nico still out?
No, Nico won't be back this week. He's gone at least another couple more weeks.
No Stephon Diggs. He has no Nico. He has Tank
Dell, and he has Dalton Schultz.
Now I will say, is Mixon? Mixon's good right now.
Mixon is running. He's playing.
He's playing good.
He's playing good. But the Texans defense won't be able to stop the run.
The Detroit Lions defense ain't no joke. And you got an explosive offense. They're gonna fucking destroy them.
I got a question for our new friend here.
Who?
I understand you're a SKOL guy. I get it. Listen, but would you? Let me word this correctly. Would you be upset to see the Lions move on?
Who? Me?
No.
I'll say you already know my take.
Yeah, me personally, I have no against them, and if they go and win it all, I'm not that upset about it, man. I'm
a Vikings fan for the last fucking almost 30 years. I love my Vikings, but I don't hate the Lions. I like this. I like this for them. I would love to see us go down to the fucking wire where it's us going against each other. I think it's beautiful to see the Lions doing what they're doing. But I would like to hear the other Vikings fans say what he has to say, because he might be more into the rivalry. Yeah, look at that. We're realists over here, baby.
Okay, let's relax. There's two of you. Let's relax.
You know, it's two against the world, dog. What's up? It's two against the world, baby.
This is so odd because I would never, will say I like them.
That's my thing that's different about me. Like, I just love football. And when I see an underdog come up, my division or not, like, I liked when the Browns started doing good before they shit the fucking bed. Like, I love a good underdog, and the Lions have been bad for so fucking long. It's beautiful to say that when he started saying Detroit Lions, I had literally no second guessing to say that they're going to be my pick. No, you love your team so much that you hate everyone else. That's the difference.
It's a personality flaw, honestly. You're an idiot. You're an idiot, Cody. We love you. All right, what's next? What do we got?
She hates everybody, bro. She hates everybody.
I believe it. I
swear to you.
She doesn't hate us, though.
She doesn't.
Some
don't
of
let
us.
her fool you, though. She'll throw out a skull every once in a while. Don't let her. Calling you out, girl.
Exposed.
Hey.
Calling you
She's
out.
exposed. That's crazy.
I got receipts.
Got the receipts, bro.
That's crazy.
Oh, look. You got hit with the
Oh,
shit.
All right, let's move on to Monday night. Got a quite interesting matchup. We got the Miami Dolphins visiting the LA Rams, coming off a crazy win against the Seattle Seahawks. Coach is going, you said Rams?
Rams. Are you kidding me? Miami sucks.
Miami sucks. The
Miami
Rams
sucks,
good.
dude. God,
Since
dog.
they got all their pieces back together, the Rams look good right now.
What? Oh, my son said not around here, partner. He's a Rams fan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's a Dolphins fan.
Dolphins fan. My bad.
Dolphins fan?
Sorry. Rams.
But right now, with the Rams getting all their pieces back together, I can't say.
Is Puka suspended one game or
No, he should be fine. I think he's just going to get a little fine.
You missed the whole Cowboys segment.
I have no more. I have no more rant. I have no more rant in me tonight.
Here, I got you. One thing that I give my boy Matt props for, he's not one of those Cowboys fans. He's a realist, and he kind of went in. He, from the top, and we've talked about this. I gave this take like, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. It starts from the top down, man. It starts from the top down. Jerry and his little Jerry world to Fat McCarthy to everything else on the field. You got it's bad, but he I'm trying to protect my boy up here, man. He's going through it. He's a Yankees fan. He's a Cowboys fan. You know what's crazy? I got a good friend of mine. His name's Paul, and he's a fucking Yankees fan, and he's a fucking Cowboys fan. Why is that a thing? That is a common thing.
Because they're the two biggest bandwagon teams when they were both good back in the 90s.
I will say this though. We're gonna have the Matty Ice Cowboys Nation segment on our YouTube. You'll be able to see everything that Matt said, and like I said, he breaks it down from a non-biased standpoint. I wanted to say it during your rant. You talked good about the Falcons, and then you talked about what your team could do to be better. So, I mean, I respect your take on that.
I mean, there's nothing really that they're going to do at this point.
Yeah.
There's nothing they're going to do to save this season. I'm sorry, but and even if they win out, there's no stopping the Eagles at Commanders.
Yeah.
Anyways, Coach is going Rams. He's going Rams. I'll go Dolphins upset. I think they can. I think the Rams get caught on a bad week. I think they get.
I think that Matt has something figured out because we keep going with the obvious team, and he's like, you know what? I see that this isn't working. Let me go the opposite this week.
I'm going.
I did that with the Bucs and I lost.
I'm going twice now. I'm going 2 for 2. I really think that the Rams will get caught on an off week.
Like that. Don't talk like that. You chose against my Ravens.
Okay. Anyways,
it's got nothing to say there.
No, I legitimately think division games are tough. I think they are very tough. And yes, Derrick Henry might run for 200 yards, but you never know.
All right, so let's.
I still think the Bengals are going to upset.
I'm swinging on both you and Courtney.
That's crazy.
Time picks picked. Now the question is, do y'all want to do this and see what?
Wait! I didn't finish my reasoning for the Dolphins.
Oh, go ahead.
My bad. Rams will get caught on an off week, coming off a crazy overtime win where they probably should have lost. Dolphins are hungry for a win. Tua's not, I would say, not 100% back, but I think this is the week he kind of comes back. They come off a really heartbreaking loss to the Buffalo Bills, so I think Tyreek and Tua connect finally. And I think they just, like I said, I think they just really get caught off on a bad week. So I'll go Dolphins upset.
Sounds good.
All right. You heard it here on Lossy. No rules, just sports. Oh, I saved myself. I saved myself, guys. No rules, just sports. Hey, while he's just stepped away real quick, we appreciate y'all spending your Tuesday evening with us. If you're still hanging
Tuesday election.
Yes. Tuesday election, Tuesday trade deadline in the NFL. Don't forget.
We ain't talking about no fucking politics here.
Nope, no politics at all. Hey, if you're still hanging with us, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're hitting that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing on all of our channels. We are live tonight on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. We are also on TikTok. We're still working on our TikTok here. We should get it up running here within a couple weeks. So make sure you're sharing out. Make sure you're sharing out with your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your dogs, your cousins, long lost friends, whoever else. All the interaction is much appreciated within the community because it's not just us that's making the content; it's all about y'all as well. So
let's pick the Commanders and the Steelers game, boys and girls.
Ooh, that is a good game to pick. I'll go Steelers. Not just because I hate Washington, because I think they have the upper hand. No, we're not picking the Cowboys Eagles.
Oh, I
pick a different game.
Hey,
pick a different game. I'm not picking that game.
We will do Broncos Chiefs after. All right, Commanders Steelers.
Steelers.
Commanders.
I hate both teams, but I go Steelers.
Got them Commanders winning.
Oh, here comes Coach. He's gonna say something spicy.
I'm gonna go Commanders because I can't pick the Steelers.
Damn it!
But that's gonna be a tough game. Them Steelers look good, so Commanders.
Their offense doesn't. I think it's gonna come down to whose defense is better, performs way better. Oh Lord!
I was letting you know. Ma'am.
Oh shit!
Steelers, I think, are the better team, but I'm going to go Commanders.
Yeah, Rahul's a Commanders fan. He said Steelers defense worries me. Yep.
Yeah, but I don't think that the problem is their defense might, but their offense can't keep up with the Commanders' offense, I think.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, the Commanders have the better offense than the
I think that the Commanders are going to be – they're not going to score as much as they have, but they're going to outscore the Steelers regardless.
This is their next test and see if they can do well against a winning team.
Yeah.
I don't think they do it this week, though, so I go Steelers. I have a better game we can pick rather than Chiefs and Broncos.
Okay. What game is that?
49ers at Buccaneers.
That's not a good game.
It's two struggling teams though.
They are.
Buccaneers are no longer in contention because they lost twice to the Falcons. CMC's coming back, so it's realistically to see what the 49ers can do. I think the Broncos-Chiefs game is going to be better because let's see what Patrick Mahomes can do with a good defense.
All right, let's pick it then. Broncos-Chiefs.
Fuck that. Fuck the Chiefs. Broncos.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Fuck them goddamn Chiefs. Broncos, baby. I don't even know what the fuck what noise they make. The Broncos.
Clip that. Clip that. Somebody, for God's sake, clip that.
I'm flipping myself. What you mean? I'm ready to go.
Someone screen record that real quick.
I'm going viral, baby. What's up?
What's up, buddy? Here we go, Matt. Here comes Matt. Here comes Matt.
He said donkeys, really?
I'm gonna pick the Chiefs because I want to go against the edge here.
I'm not picking against the edge.
I'm gonna go.
Want to see the fucking Chiefs lose, and what better team to lose to than the Broncos, where everybody
than the damn donkeys.
Than the damn donkeys.
I'm only picking the Chiefs because
flag on the play.
I forget. I keep forgetting.
Flag on the play.
I need to add that to my Amazon cart.
Yes.
Give me a flag.
2 balls
in my mouth
for Matt.
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa! All right, everybody. Y'all had a great night.
I'm getting canceled, bro.
Oh my god, you, Matt.
Oh, brother. I will never pick them damn Chiefs. I don't care if I lose everything.
The only reason I'm picking the Chiefs is because Patrick Mahomes has never lost to the Broncos.
And I hope this is
this is not the week he does it.
This is the first L.
Yeah.
Oh, Knicks, baby.
Yeah, and the defense and stuff.
We're reaching for a branch here, coach.
Oh, I know 100%, but it is what it is. I know we're probably not going to get this right, but it is what it is. At least we're true to ourselves.
Why are you looking at me like that? I knew you were gonna hate me when I picked the Bengals.
Right. You just want to be that guy.
Bullshit. He said it properly. He said it that I'm onto something.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. You're picking the Chiefs. No shit, they're gonna win. We're not picking the Broncos because we honestly think they're gonna win.
It's because I hate the fucking Chiefs.
Right? Fuck. It's because we hate the Chiefs. All right.
Oh shit! But this has been a great episode. We went way longer than usual.
Way long, but you know what? We appreciate everyone.
This has been, I will give you guys 100% praise. This has been our best viewer night off the rip. Now, we get a lot of views after the episode airs, but this has been the best viewer night throughout the show. We have not dropped below 10 viewers at all. YouTube.
Hey, shout out to y'all in the chat. We appreciate y'all.
YouTube's been doing great. Facebook's been doing good. We had Twitch involved tonight, so we definitely appreciate everybody. Thank you, guys. Thank you a lot. We put a lot of work into this, so definitely we appreciate everything y'all do.
Hey, and y'all find us on if you haven't found us yet, find us on TikTok, man. We respond back on our TikTok, man. We fight back. Hey, we ain't afraid to get dirty. All right. So find us on TikTok, find us on Facebook. Anytime you see a clip, man, you comment, you like, it just helps us out so we can get better. We just want to get better. That's it.
The beautiful thing with our name change is you can find us on every platform. No rules, just sports. It's the same everywhere. Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, every single platform. We have the same name. It's good across the board.
Can we get an X going?
Yeah, I had one, but I deleted it and I'm gonna recreate it with the new name.
Gotcha.
Because I was on a little bit of spamming. Somebody got flagged on the old account. So
shit.
I'm gonna make a new one, so we don't get flagged.
Heard that. Gotcha. Hey, and if you're in the chat and you have anything you want to hear about, Shout out to Courtney. Courtney's been really, she wants to hear about, she wants to speak two non-primetime games. Anything you want to hear, you want us to discuss, let us know. Send us a DM, put it in the comments while we're live. We're more than happy to discuss it.
You got questions you want us to ask? You got games you want us to cover that maybe we're not touching on? Anything that y'all want, we're not going to say that we're going to guarantee it happens, but if you don't say it, it's not going to happen. So say it, comment it, send us a direct message, whatever you want to do. There's a chance it might make it onto the show.
Exactly. Hey, if you want to be a guest on the show too, just like Damien was earlier in the show, send us a DM on Instagram. We want to reach out to the community. We want to send thanks to the community for all your support.
Definitely. And for the people that are we haven't really been covering our fantasy football this year. We plan on doing it a lot more next year. To be honest, it was kind of like a test and tune this year. But going into next year, we really want to do a fantasy football where your hosts will be in a division versus everybody else in the community. And then at the end of the time, it'll be one of us versus one of y'all in the championship game. And if you make it to the championship game, you'll get a slot on one of our episodes. And if you win the championship game, we'll leave it up to you if you want to be on for the whole episode or just for another slot. And that's how we're really about getting the community involved.
Yeah, so to break it down is it's literally we have a fantasy right now where it's hosts versus viewers. And we're going to do that every year. Hopefully it gets bigger and bigger. Obviously next year, hopefully we can have more prizes than just an appearance.
Yeah.
Things are growing, so we definitely
want to do best team, worst team, trophies kind of thing. So we appreciate y'all, man. Honestly, we appreciate it, man. Love each other, respect each other, man. That's all.
Absolutely.
Courtney, do you realize I'm 9-0 in that fantasy league? You're not beating me, girl. I've already beat you once.
I'm on a 5 or 6 game win streak in ours. So
on the fantasy with her and her family, I'm 9-0. I am destroying everybody.
Damn.
So just saying.
Hey,
I got all these kinds of players, bro. You're not gonna beat me.
I believe it. Hey, we appreciate y'all spending your Tuesday evening with us. Make sure you be good this week. Happy week 10 in the NFL. Make sure you follow all of our pages. We appreciate all of your interaction within the community. It helps not only us, but it helps gain our strength. It helps you all as well. So as long as you're spreading that word, we appreciate it. So like Coach said, be good to one another and take care of yourselves.
All right, y'all. Peace out.